Hey! Are we okay this time? Hello? You didn't see that. This is the very first stream that I did today. Definitely. If you witnessed anything else, you're lying. You didn't, because there was nothing else at all to witness. Definitely. Unfortunately, the cables is the only idea I really have to maybe try, but after looking at everything, I'm gonna be honest, I have even less idea what's going on. It does seem to be NVIDIA related, so I really don't think. Some people were saying it might be the SSD, because one of the SSDs is like 5 years old, but all the errors are related to NVIDIA. But it also says hardware. It's like a brand spanking new GPU. I don't even think it's 6 months old. So I don't know. It's not overheating. The temperatures are nice and clean. Like, I just have no idea. That's why I'm gonna have to try the, what's it called? Hold on, I'm gonna open up Task Manager. I usually have it running in case. I didn't see anything last time, but like, who knows if I see something this time? Did I download the new driver update? I did! Because I did a clean reinstall a couple days ago. Like with DDU. Like a full clean reinstall. I don't know what's going on. Mafioso, what debt? If I pay it, will my PC work? If my PC will work, I will pay any debt. I have gone through so much trying to get my streams to work. I've gone through and getting a whole new computer. And it still doesn't work, man. I think I'm just Ludmilla. I think I just break all technology that I touch it. Probably. I mean, that would explain everything, wouldn't it? I'm just Ludmilla. Everything would make sense. But I fixed it. No, I didn't. I didn't do anything. All I did was restart the computer. We're gonna hope for a miracle it doesn't happen again. I looked through the reliability monitor. I looked through the crash logs. I looked through everything I could think of. Before I held down the power button, I looked at Task Manager, but everything was normal. I couldn't click anything on one monitor entirely, though. Sometimes it's one monitor, sometimes it's the other. It's kind of inconsistent, and sometimes it's both. I don't know. Probably a good thing I don't have a car. Yeah, it would suddenly just cease existing. I swear it would. It definitely would. That kind of reminds me, Pam Dad was watching like a really bad paranormal reality show, and they were looking at a creepy doll, and this guy brought it in, and he was like, hey, can you look at my doll? Because when I put it in the car, it stopped working. And every time I went anywhere, they couldn't figure out how to fix my car. And then I took it out of the car, and the car worked again. Maybe I have a creepy doll in my computer. Maybe it's haunted. Even mouse on the monitor and can't click anything. More like I can't move the cursor. Like I can move it on one monitor, which is why I can do some things, but as soon as I move it onto the other one, it just completely like freezes. Maybe it just freezes after some time. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's not blue screening, it's black screening! Yay! The best way to explain it is like, I'm just sitting here, minding my own business, doing my stream, and then all of a sudden, one monitor goes black. It's random which one starts it. Then the other monitor goes black. Then after like 20 seconds, they both come back, but every single thing that requires graphic access is dead. Like every single thing that should have been using the GPU. I don't think it's malware. I really don't think so. doing scans and stuff. Nothing's ever come up for it. So it's just peeing. The award's starting now to tell the winners. I mean, right now I just want to go through and see what our votes would be. It's kind of hard to say what would win when the votes haven't even, happened yet. They're still open. I do want to complain about some games that I think should have been mentioned, though. I don't have two of the same monitor. They're different. They're different monitors. One is DisplayPort and one is HDMI, which one of you guys mentioned may be a problem. So I'm going to see if I can get a matching cable maybe tomorrow, but I don't really know if that'll do anything. Pour holy water over my PC? Yeah, holy water over my PC. Definitely won't water damage, right? Definitely won't water damage. You think your Pam plushie's haunted? I do have the Pam plushie near the computer today. It's not on it, but it's near it. Do you think it's the Pam plushie? Should I kick it across the room? Give it more distance away from the computer? That's likely the problem. You've had that before? Keenan, do you mean you've had the problem where it's it had the double black screen and you had a DisplayPort and HDMI? Did it work for you when you switched to two matching cables? Because one of you said it did. So if it works for two people, maybe that's my problem and I gotta get on that. I can't today unless I cancel the first stream. But later on, my stream will only have one monitor for Digimon anyway. So in theory, maybe it'll be okay. Garlic and rosemary was your mom's advice? Garlic and rosemary is not for chicken. It's for everything. It's for absolutely everything that you can possibly flavor or season. It's just good. It's amazing. It's always the tastiest combination. I used to be a salt and pepper, but a lot of salt, and not just salt and pepper, wine and other stuff in it too. But now I'm really good with just rosemary and salt. I did want to show you guys one thing before we try voting. It's something kind of cool that just popped up a few hours ago. So I wanted to share it in case anyone hasn't seen it yet. It's one of the big things I've been working on for a while. It was so challenging that I actually lost feeling in my hand for an entire day. It was worth it. No regrets. So coming out tomorrow. I think it's just before noon EST. There's gonna be a cover of Music Box of Fate, a community cover, and it's gonna be on Wonderiku's channel. There's gonna be an absolute ton of singers in it, and in the instrumental of Music Box of Fate, I play both flute parts! So if you hear flute at all, that's me. It was really fun, but really challenging, so please go check it out. I'll try to raid into the waiting room for that with the Digimon stream later if we can. So that way you guys will know where to find it, but I will put a link in chat really quick as well, just to make it a little easier so you don't have to go hunting. I can read off the guests as well that are performing in it. Let me see. For the credits of singers, I don't think they're listed yet. No. Just a choir of a bunch of people. But I can say VTuber Symphony Orchestra did the instrumental, and our choir participated in it as well. It was directed by Azure Sniper, arranged by Yam Albat, and obviously the tuning and mixing and stuff was also done by Azure. And then there was a huge amount of us that did a ton of different stuff in the song. So please go check it out. And all the other credits for the video and everything else can be found in the description as well. Two different types of cables can cause problems as the GPU has to handle two different timing systems. Oh, that's why people have said it. What about different, this might sound crazy, but what about different types of cables but with adapters? Does that help or nah? Because I might need more than cables. Let me explain what my setup is for my monitors, okay? So I have an HDMI monitor. It's an HDMI monitor that has an HDMI port on it, and then an HDMI port on my computer. My other monitor is actually a VGA monitor. It's my reliable old crusty. It's a VGA monitor that has a VGA to DisplayPort adapter, and then that one is plugged in with a DisplayPort to the computer. So it's like DisplayPort on the computer side, but VGA on the monitor side. Also, you say passive or adaptive or active adapters. I don't know what that means. I'm really bad with technology. That's how you have it. One uses HDMI port and the other a port to DisplayPort. So the VGA to DisplayPort shouldn't be an issue, as long as I get the other monitor being also DisplayPort on the PC end. That should solve it, you guys think? But what if my capture card uses HDMI? Because it goes through the capture card, would that be different? Or should I make everything HDMI? My brain. My brain. My brain. I'm writing down some notes to try later. We will get it working. VGA is crazy. Listen. I needed a second monitor, and I found it in the garbage. It was free. And it's square. I like square monitors. You can't buy square monitors anymore. Do you know how fun it is to play like retro games on the square monitor? I love it. It is my beloved. It's so good. I don't want to get rid of it. A free is a good price. Aren't most monitors square? No, they're rectangles. Every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. Like, I mean an actual square. Like, one side is not taller than the other. Like, it's a square. It's a square. Mean a perfect square? No, I just mean a square. Listen, regular monitors, that is not a square. That is a rectangle. There is a difference. I have a cursed setup. It would be even worse if you saw it. 100K maybe. Instead of the foot reveal, you can see my setup. Which actually, you'll probably wish it was a foot reveal. My setup is so terrifying. You guys will faint. I showed it to a couple people, and they're always like, "What the fuck, Pam?" If using adapters makes sure it's active and don't daisy chain it, I don't know what that means! What is an active adapter? What's the difference? Thank you, Reddit. What makes a difference? Dual mode DisplayPort ports have a secondary output mode, which is essentially a single-link DVI connection. A passive adapter largely just takes the pins from that DisplayPort and connects them to a DVI HDMI connector. So one rearranges the pins so it can fit, and the other has a computer chip that does the work and converts it. Oh, so basically, if I have a passive adapter, it means that it's gonna still come in as VGA or HDMI, but it'll fit DisplayPort. And if I have an active adapter, the computer chip converts it so they're both DisplayPort on the processing side. I can feel my brain buffering. I'm not so sure I got it. Wait. Hold on. I have something really important that I think I should set up right now. Basically, okay, I might have a passive adapter then, so I don't actually know. I might have to take it in or get 2 new ones. I might have to replace all of them. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the thing I was trying to get working. Yeah! Okay. Okay. I understand. Probably as much as I'm going to understand. Yeah. So one's a physical difference and the other is a program difference. I genuinely do think I understand. It just took me a long time to get there. Okay. You can get an HDMI to DisplayPort cable, so one display is on DisplayPort as well. Naruho don't. Yeah, Naruho don't. It's already like Naruhodo 50%. Maybe try an ultra-wide monitor and just split the screen. I can't do that. The main reason I can't do that is because when I play games through HDMI, I'll have the HDMI running through one of the monitors so I can play like PS5 and stuff without OBS delay. That's pretty important. So I need to have the 2 monitors. Yeah. Otherwise, ultra-wide would be nice. But then I don't have 0 latency gaming, which is, you know, pretty important. pretty important. Yeah. I was debating trying it at one point until I realized I would lose that. You can play through PC with like less delay in some ways, but it's not perfect. So one of the better active is pluggables active DisplayPort to HDMI. I don't know if I have that near me. I'll probably just ask them when I go into a place and be like, "You got any active adapters?" They probably know me at this point by face. I'm like a regular, constantly going in and just being like, "Help! My PC is broken! Help! My PC is broken! Oh God, it's broken again! Help! Oh God, I gotta price stuff again. Oh God, I need another drive. I ran out of space again. Oh God." I'm pretty sure at this point they're like, "This person's crazy." I don't think I can share my full setup though, but I appreciate the thought. It's just a little more complicated since there's a lot of stuff running. It's a lot. I can say the crashes, despite saying NVIDIA, don't seem to rely on like what's intense use. Because it mostly crashes during Nikkei, Reverse 1999, and just chatting streams. If it was heaviest use, it would crash during Final Fantasy XIV, which does run fully on PC. And it has crashed in the past with Final Fantasy, but it didn't last time. So, I don't know. Half the time I wonder if they're all giving me broken stuff on purpose just to get me to keep going. And they're just scamming me. Every time I go in, I think they're helping, but they're actually giving me another faulty part, just being like, 4 days, she'll be back for another one. The ultimate scam artists. Yeah. Know your monitor's maximum resolution, refresh rate, and your GPU/output if they ask. I don't even know how to find that information for the monitor I found in the garbage. You know what? I think might be something I should consider to see if it helps in terms of my issues. Perhaps I should replace the VGA monitor. I love it. But sometimes I do wonder if a monitor I found in the garbage could be causing problems. Like, just perhaps a thought. I problems on the computer end. I thought like the monitor would just die or something, but... I've never seen it crash with just the one, but I don't know. But actually, no, yeah! I've never seen it crash with just the one. And when I use just the one, it's always the VGA. It's always the old Krusty. So, if anything, it only crashes when the big modern monitor's plugged in. Just proof that all modern devices are built to break. We don't need them! They're scams! Modern devices, never again. I don't think it's not a bad VGA cable, because that's the one that works. It's always the other monitor. It's never once crashed when it was just the VGA monitor. Not once. So, it's gotta be more related to either not the monitor or the new monitor. Yeah, planned obsolescence, true evil. Anyway, we were supposed to vote on the Golden Joystick Awards. I keep wanting to say Golden Joy-Con Awards. Let me pull it up, hold on. I think Next Fest is coming up soon too. I hope I have time for the Majogami demo today after all this crap. Oh god. Okay. Let me see, where's the start voting option? Bum. Start voting! Okay. We're gonna pull up. If you see any weird like AI porn ads, just in case there accidentally are any, no you didn't. No you didn't. In case you do, no you didn't. I don't know why they're so bad for me. I'm not clicking, so I don't know why they're doing it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna look and see what we vote for. You don't have to log in, right? Just to double check that. I know one of you guys went through and voted. It's not gonna prompt me to log in or anything, is it? If it does, is it gonna be like Google? Can anyone check actually? I know one of you went through the voting, but it didn't prompt you to log in, did it? That might actually be a big problem, so just in case. No login, okay. Does it prompt you to log in though at all, or is it like, doesn't even prompt you? I'm hoping that no login needed? I guess that there's none needed, but does it ask you to? It wasn't required or autofilled? Okay. I've had some autofills before, like jump scare me. Not even with like my info, so that's fine. I don't want it showing like someone at company that I borrowed info's info, if that makes sense. That would be really bad. Let's see. Okay. Best storytelling. Hold on. This is different than the Game Awards. So I guess we're gonna have to do this again during the Game Awards when we have another couple months of games. Okay. Best storytelling. So the options are Blueprints. I haven't played this one, but I have heard that a lot of people really liked it. The 100 I'm not so sure 100 endings is like a good standard for best storytelling. Although I will say this maybe deserves it. I want to say Claire Obscura because I was really enjoying the storytelling, but the fact that they have 100 endings and people who played it actually said every single ending was not boring or cheap or fast. Like they were all full endings and really interesting. I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. So I know there's a game working on 200 endings right now, but I don't think they'll be in such depth. So in my opinion, just for sheer insanity, maybe 100 line. It's nice to see Hill F get nominated too because I really liked its more subtle approach to storytelling. I didn't finish it yet. I originally wanted to finish it on Saturday. I think we might finish it on Wednesday or Thursday, if that's okay with you guys. I wanted to play a bit more Digimon today while it's still like super new. Because I'm really enjoying the Digimon game. But I know that type of grinding is rough for stream, so I want to just binge it a bit while I could. But I'm thinking later on in the week, I would like to finish Silent Hill F. Yeah, Deathloop! That was the one. I don't think Silent Hill F should win, though, necessarily. As much as I love Rikushio 7, the reason I say this is his story writing is not... It's not as mainstream appeal, maybe, as 100 Line if people give it a chance. The thing with Silent Hill F and his style of storytelling is that it's very obscure. Like, if you look on the sorry, Normie. If you look on the surface, it's one story. If you look below the surface, it's telling multiple stories. But you don't really get the secondary perspectives, not even just right out the gate on the first ending. One, you have to play multiple endings to get his stuff. Two, you have to, like, place the subtle contexts together to figure out a lot of things that were left unsaid, but implied. So, basically, you can have multiple people who play Silent Hill F and think that the story is something completely different. So, it's the same with Higurashi and Umineko. There's a lot of room for interpretation, and while there is only one correct interpretation in his stuff, it's complicated the way he tells stories, so, I wouldn't say it's best because of that. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. I don't know what that is, honestly. It could be an underrated gem, or could be one I just haven't seen. Claire Obscure! I'm happy to see Claire Obscure also, like, put up there, but there's other awards that I think it could deserve. Whereas 100 Line, in terms of story, really did something groundbreaking. Also, I'm keeping the buffering here because I think it's very relevant. So, I'm happy to see Claire Obscure nominated. If it wasn't for 100 Line, I think I would vote for Claire Obscure. Mafia Old Country. What do you guys think out of these options? For me, it's pretty easily 100 Line. Just because if they had 100 lines and they were boring, or just like a bunch of, haha, you died bad endings that come up out of nowhere, I would say 100 Line would be last and would have like the worst story, just padding numbers for the sake of it and being boring. But because I've seen nothing but fantastic reviews from people who've played it, and people saying that all the endings are so damn good, and they have something that caters to everyone in it, I think 100 Line did something completely different and powerful, and as much as a lot of these games deserve the nomination, I do think 100 Line deserves the win for their unique approach on just having so much. And so much done well. They've proved you don't have to pick quantity over quality. You can do both. Which is very rarely seen because, you know, it's expensive as hell. So I think they deserve the vote for that. I think Expedition 33 overall, I didn't finish either game, I couldn't, but overall I think Expedition 33 was a better game. I didn't finish it. So again, it's harder for me to tell based on the ending of each game which one is better. I do want to play them eventually. But in terms of what wins for Storytelling Award, I do think 100 Line has something unique to offer. Mafia, because you like to commit tax fraud? Is that something you should be admitting publicly? Anyway, I'm gonna vote for 100 Line, but I do think multiple deserved it. Let's see. Best multiplayer game. Did I play a single multiplayer game this year? I don't know. I think the last time I did a multiplayer game collab was like a long time ago. I played Content Warning with Ami Amami and Milky Queen and Maddie. I don't know if I did any multiplayers. Oh, with Mim. I think with Mim we played some Obake Doodle. You've heard 100 Lines quality to be questionable? I don't know where you heard that, Frozen Frog, but I've only ever heard the opposite. Everyone I know really loves it, but I also know people who like that type of story. 100 Line is a little more like, how do I word it? In terms of like, I guess, sense of humor and everything, I think that Claire Obscure is a bit more like highbrow maybe, and 100 Lines maybe more lowbrow. So some people are gonna be like, this game is stupid! I don't get this humor, this is gross, why is this guy saying creepy weird things in the bathroom? It's like, you either love or you hate Kodaka. That's how it is. You either love him or you hate him. There's not really an in-between. Anyway, best multiplayer. The ones nominated are Battlefield 6, Mario Kart World, which actually I've heard a lot of people say for Mario Kart is kind of bad, which is kind of sad to hear actually. Rematch. Split Fiction. I've heard a lot of really good things about Split Fiction. I know I never actually played it, but I think from what I've seen out of them, it looks like something I would like. Because it has a lot of different play styles, very unique, tells a full story, requires 2 people to go through. It's basically similar to that other game that I forget the name of that everyone really liked. So I trust the devs to make something good. Wait, are we okay? We're good? Okay. I didn't see any problems on my end. Wait, is Battlefield 6 not out yet? Why is it even nominated? If it's not even out, why is it nominated? What the fuck? Talk about bias. And then we have Peak. I haven't actually played Peak. I know that a lot of people have been playing Peak. I saw an interesting video where I kind of worry. I don't know if I'd actually enjoy Peak. What is Peak? How do you play? What's the point? I kind of ignored it because I thought it would be what I've seen a number of people call, and this isn't bad, but it's what I've seen a number of people call, actually I don't know if this is, but there's a genre, and this is what I would consider content warning to an extent. There's a genre that people have been lately calling co-op slop, which is basically just, it's meant to be like a fun, silly game that you play maybe once or twice with friends or for streamers on a collab, which isn't a bad thing. I think those type of games are good. It's not bad to pay like $10 to have a fun day with friends, but it's like, I don't know, where I have such limited time in my schedule, unless I'm playing with like people I'm really, really close to, I don't really enjoy those type of collabs. With the right people, it's fun. That's why I don't do them very often, but when I do, it's always like with the right people. It's a type of game I just don't know if I would personally enjoy on stream, but everyone said it's good. Yeah, the friend slop! That's the word I wanted, actually. Like Chain Together, but instead of chain, something kills you when you're too far. I don't know if I would like it or not. Why slop, though it sounds demeaning? That's the thing. The way they worded it and why content warning more applies is like, it's not every game. That's why I said it might not be Peak. Friend slop is more, it's not every co-op game. It's more like games that are made baiting streamers to play them but don't actually have a lot of substance, or games, I as much as people like content warning, I kind of still view it as a Lethal Company ripoff. It's kind of like games that, and that's not a bad thing necessarily, but I think it would fall in this category. I say as someone who likes the game, but it's basically a game that copies another co-op game that did well. Sometimes they can be even better. Like Goose Goose Duck is better than Among Us. But it would probably fall in that genre of like slop. Because it's just kind of copying something else pretty much one-to-one. Because they know it'll work. Yeah, I don't mean it's a bad game or anything by it. I know it's not like the popular, not the best thing because people hear it and they think it means like really bad, but not really. I'd even view Pal World as in that category personally. There might be a better word for it. I just don't know what better word to use. Hard to explain. Anyway, Elden Ring Night Rain was also nominated, which is primarily a single-player game, I think. I haven't played a single one of these. Let me check if there's a way to skip the question. I don't feel it's okay for me to... Oh, I can skip the question, okay. I'm not gonna be voting because I didn't play any of these, so I feel like it's kind of weird for me to vote when I haven't played the category. That makes me no better than, like, fake journalists. So... I don't really want to vote if I can't say anything. But, my top multiplayer game of the year, if I can think of one. Oh, it's a multiplayer spin-off. Okay. I thought it was a DLC. Probably the new Obake Dodo. I don't know if it's out yet, but I really like Obake Dodo. It's really simple, but it's really fun and nice and chill. I quite enjoy it. I would say that one probably for me. As long as it's anything like the other one, I'll enjoy it. Best visual design. We have Ghost of Yote, which to be fair does look very beautiful. Sword of the Sea, that one looks really unique. The Midnight Walk! I loved the visuals! The gameplay in that wasn't necessarily the best, because it kind of felt like a walking simulator at times where it would get kind of frustrating. But visually, I have to say I really loved it. The fact that they made everything IRL and then like scanned it into the game is crazy to me. I really respect the Midnight Walk. Claire Obscura is also strong visually. Like, it looked pretty nice. But Midnight Walk was really stunning. I didn't finish it, no. I didn't think it would do too well if I did it again, so I couldn't bring it back at the time. Assassin's Creed Shadows, which, to be fair, that looks really nice compared to a lot of Assassin's Creed, but, people had a lot of issues with some stuff in that, like the Tori situation and stuff. I didn't know enough details to really comment, but I know it pissed off enough people that I don't really know why it's here. That's true, the shattered landscapes in Clair Obscur were really nice. As a still image, true. I mean, it's not even actually in the game, even better. Death Stranding 2. Visually alone, I don't really know why Death Stranding 2 was nominated. Just the visuals don't really stand out that much to me. Maybe like the cutscenes or something. I can see it winning like best cutscenes, but best visual design, not really. The style feels kind of generic to PS5 to me. You can raise the same complaints for Ghost of Yote. Did they do the same things? Because I know there was one thing in, I don't know what it was. There was one thing, I don't remember. I think it was a Tori thing, but I don't remember what it was. Just that it was a Tori. There was something in, Shadows that Japan was, like, really, really offended. They did the same thing? Did they not learn? Why were people attacking Assassin's Creed and not Ghost of Yote? Either attack both or neither. That just is so weird. So it fell along the lines that Shadows did? Dang. I've only heard good things about Yote, and I've only heard bad things about Assassin's Creed. It must be people being like, I don't know, preconceived notions on the game or something without actually giving it a try. I don't know. Because if they're doing the same thing, I don't know why people... Man, anyway. Yeah, the broken Tori gate is, I think, I saw a lot of people genuinely upset by that, but I'm just gonna not get into it any further. Anyway, it's annoying. Anyway, my pick is the Midnight Walk. I like the Midnight Walk. It was very pretty. Claymation video game, make brain go brrrr. Best indie game. Mouthwashing was last year, so it can't be mouthwashing. Otherwise, I would give it to mouthwashing. Also, microtransaction mess. Ew. Let me see. Skin Deep. I don't know what that is. It looks like a medical game. And or I don't know why the art style makes me think it's an adult game for some reason. I'm gonna ignore it because I didn't play it. I don't know what it is. Best indie. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Caves of Cood. This looks neat. Reminds me of some of the Breath of the Wild art. Citizen Sleepers 2, Starward Vector. I don't think I've heard of any of these. Baby Steps. It looks like an asset flip adult game, that's what I thought, yeah. I don't think it is, but it looks like it. Wait, is it actually? Skin Deep. Maybe that's... Maybe it's not medical! I'm searching it on my phone so I don't accidentally show anything on stream. I think it's a medical game. It's a first-person shooter. Oh. Baby Steps is made by the Getting Over guy. Oh. I remember the trailer. Oh God. Oh God. Despelon. Looks like 2D soccer almost. Kinda reminds me of the Rhythm Heaven art style. Wander Stop. Don't know what that is. Hurdling. I don't know what that is, but it looks cute. It's like a herding game. Abiotic Factor. I don't know what that is either. Blueprints was an indie game? I don't think I realized that. I knew that it was really popular and people were loving it, but I don't think I realized that it was indie. I thought it was really big based on how much I heard about it. Interesting. If I had to go by what I've seen other people say for best indie, I'd probably say Blueprints, but I'm not gonna vote because, again, I didn't play any of these, so I don't think I can say anything. I'm gonna go quickly and look through my YouTube like streams in this year. I'm trying to see if there was any indie games that I played that I really, really liked. It's hard to think of, though. It's getting a physical soon. Yeah! I think we have it at PlayAsia. I'm gonna double check. I remember seeing the name. Hold on. Oh. We have the Day 1 edition. It's gonna be coming out November 21st. I can't remember offhand. I think I'd have to scroll through too much. It's hard to think if there was anything that really stood out to me in indie games this year. I usually end up really enjoying indie games too, but just nothing is standing out right away to me. I don't know. Me-Side wasn't this year, I don't think. I think it was last year. I just think I ended up not playing a lot of indie games this year. I'm scrolling through and I can't find any. This is a shame. Yeah. I guess I just don't know for multiplayer. I just don't have a lot to say for it, so I'll skip it. Best indie self-published. I guess that's different then, because some indies get publishers towards the end. So we have Sword of the Sea. We have Silksong. I can't actually vote on if Silksong was good or not, though. I know it was very hyped up. I don't know how people actually felt about it, because I didn't play it. But I know it was at least probably the most hyped game of the year. I think a lot of people liked it. And then, oh my god, no! Not in the same year! You have Silksong versus Deltarune. Oh god! That's not fair! That is not a fair thing to pit against each other in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, Deltarune is ongoing too, so it's like actually kind of rough. I feel like Deltarune shouldn't be eligible until the whole game is out, unless each chapter is kind of like its own game. Deltarune is better than Silksong. It has more fans than Silksong, though, even though Silksong is that big. Just remember, remember the map that I forget the name of already that everyone was drawing on and sabotaging with Deltarune? Also, wow, why are we... What? You guys can ban the new Japanese user, by the way. They're just like... I gotta make sure I understand correctly. I'm pretty sure I know what they're saying. Oh, never mind. I misunderstood. Okay. I thought they were asking to see my balls, and I was like, excuse me? It was more like they were asking for, coochie. Either way, no. You can ban them. If you're not seeing them, they might be in live chat, not top. They're still spamming. I can read enough Japanese to understand that person's gotta go. Got him. Let's go! And then there's Peak again. Lonely Mountains, Snow Riders. I'm surprised Silksong was put for Best Indie, self-published, but not Best Indie. Interesting. Do you know there were those in JP2? There's always those in every language. And Spilled. I don't know what Spilled is. Hades 2! I know that one's been really heavily anticipated. It's been getting really good reviews as well. I'd say most likely it's between Hades 2 and Silksong. Probably. For most people. But I fear Deltarune might win if the fans discover it's here and go crazy. Keep driving. I don't know what that is, but it looks fun. Consume me? What the absolute heck is that game? I don't actually think I want to know. Never mind. And then Promise Mascot Agency. Oh god, that was terrifying. I don't know if I can confidently say... Oh, it's about eating disorders. Interesting. So it's probably a bit more of a serious game then, maybe. I will say Promise Mascot Agency was quite peak. I might still skip this question because I don't think I can confidently say that it's better than like Hades 2 or Silksong. But it was pretty amazing. It existed. Sometimes I like to pretend it didn't exist. I don't think I can really vote for this one, but what do you guys think? For Best Indie Self-Published. I definitely think Hades 2 or Silksong for me, if I had played them, would have deserved it. What is this one? Still playing. Okay. So these are the best games that people just can't stop playing. So, like, frequent updates. So these don't have to be new games. Okay. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't heard anything about that, actually. I've seen the title before. That's it. Naraka Blade Point. I've never heard of this, but they have 2B apparently. Marvel Rivals. I will say Marvel Rivals maybe, because people have been really enjoying this game. Like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say a negative thing about it. I'm not an FPS person, so I don't, or I guess third-person shooter in this case. I'm not a shooter in general person, so I don't think I would love it. But apparently it's genuinely a really good game. People absolutely adore it. Minecraft. Man, it's a really old game to be on this list. Dead by Daylight. I don't think Dead by Daylight deserves it. I genuinely think there's a lot of Dead by Daylight clones that do it better than Dead by Daylight. Or maybe they just appeal to me more, I'm not sure. But like Identity 5 and Obake kind of take the same formula, but I enjoy them a lot more. So I think those ones. There's also that one where you can hide by turning into a prop, but it's like Dead by Daylight. That one's good too. I really enjoy that one. Fortnite. Fortnite has kind of actually been like, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of like hitting random niches with collabs, they've been kind of nailing it. Like, everyone's probably heard of Fortnite at this point, whether they want to or not. And I know people hate on it, but Fortnite's not a bad game. If you don't want to get competitive, you just want to play for like funsies or whatever, Fortnite, it's one of the only shooters I don't hate. It's just stupid and fun, and you know, you can take it as seriously as you want, which is crazy, or you can just not. Oh, Kodiak, yeah, Prop Night! I forget the name, that's it, exactly. Yeah, Fortnite has something for everyone, exactly. So, I think it's good. I think it maybe deserves it. Prop Night is abandoned by scam devs. Oh man! I haven't played it in a long time. That's a shame. You know what? I don't even think it's Prop Night. No. No. It's not Prop Night. I don't think, unless it was. It might have been. It might be. Oh yeah, it is. It is Prop Night, yeah. You know a game I like even better? Prop and Seek. Because you can play with like 100 people. I actually really like Prop and Seek. Maybe I should bring that one back on stream sometime. We could play Prop and Seek again. It's my favorite of that genre's games. GTA Online. GTA 5 Online nominated even though no 6 yet. Yeah, Doug, Prop and Seek is so fun! It's so peak, man. And Call of Duty! I could have never seen Call of Duty being suggested on support. Wow, that's like the #1 multiplayer game I ever hear of. I've known about Call of Duty for so long that I'm just like, how does this still exist? But it's just because it doesn't appeal to me. Apex Legends. Why is Apex nominated? Didn't that jump the shark? Isn't everyone saying that Apex is like broken and terrible now? Why is it here? Everyone's been shitting on Apex. It doesn't deserve this. I mean, to be fair, I wonder what games can use a joystick. I wonder if I can play like Genshin with a joystick. I have a USB joystick. Now I kind of want to just go through like my entire library and see what can be played with a joystick. Let me see. Warframe. I do like what Warframe is doing for the community. Making it a little easier so you don't have to spend money, but you can if you want. You can play Genshin with a joystick. I actually kind of want to set that up because I'm thinking I'm streaming Genshin on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm so sorry. I need flins. I need my hot fairy man. I will subject you guys to Genshin Impact. Not like crazy, but for at least like a day or something. I'm sorry. Satisfactory. I haven't heard of that. Helldivers 2. Haven't heard of in a while. Personally, I'm not voting for any of these because I think the game that deserves it for like best community and best like upgrades and stuff for the game that people are still interacting with, 100%, I think it should go to Reverse 1999. They have genuinely done so much to change their game and listen to the fan base. They give really good rewards every anniversary, so that if you're a small spender, you're guaranteed to get everything you want, even dupes for a lot of the ones you want. And if you're free to play, you can still get everything you need for free because most of them go into the pool later. And the events are always later added to the permanent, so you don't have to worry if you miss anything. It's very kind with dailies. I've like fallen off sometimes doing my dailies and I'll do them like once a week or so, but I'm still able to level my characters. You can get through the story even if you're new and you don't have leveled up characters because they made a baby mode. It's only 2 years old. It doesn't count. It didn't say how long they have to be, did it? It didn't say. It just says still playing. I would assume, no, Helldivers 2 isn't. A number of these games are pretty new. It's just for games that people are still playing. Reverse is totally eligible. But the thing is, gacha games probably aren't considered. That's the thing, Nelly, I used to be exactly the same. I used to never support gacha games out of principle either, and I do wish they would phase the gacha out of them. But over time, it's part of why I'm okay with playing them responsibly on stream and just showing like which ones you can enjoy without spending so much. I really enjoy Reverse 1999 for its story and stuff, and it's very, very free-to-play friendly. Not pushing though. If you don't want to play gacha, the power to you, honestly. I'm just saying I used to be the same. So I get where you're coming from. Gacha has their own category, yeah, but so does, listen, for ongoing community service, gacha games are eligible. Gacha having its own category doesn't mean it's not eligible for other categories. Like FPS is still that's the thing. How do I word this? Now that I've played a couple of them that I know are actually good, I'm really tired of gacha games not being taken seriously as real games. Because whether you like the monetization or not, that's fair. Boycotting gacha games is fair. But gacha games are full games. A lot of them can rival AAA games at this point. They have incredible stories, incredible characters, sometimes really fun gameplay. They have really engaged communities, and they put so much work into them that some of them are genuinely better than some games you have to pay full price for. It's not the days where you play like this cheap little phone cash grab that's trying to get your money without offering anything in return. Gacha games have grown up, and they're genuine games now, and I wish people would take them seriously for stuff like this. They should at least be eligible, you know? That's more you're saying it because it's a Western site. I mean, even in Japan, I'd say gacha is usually limited to the gacha category, which isn't fair. It's like putting them in a box when they should be eligible for anything, anywhere they can qualify. But yeah, I think Reverse 1999 should win this one, so I'm gonna skip. Because they've really done a lot. Nikke, I would have said before, but this year, I felt Nikke has become a bit more predatory this year. I'm not afraid to say it. They've been having too many gacha skins, too many paid costumes, too many back-to-back-to-back exclusive units that are then gone. And I genuinely am kind of ticked off at them. While I've been able to make do and I've been okay, I know there's a lot of players that probably haven't been. So as much as I love Nikke, I can't say, I still feel like they take their fans more seriously than a lot, but I can't say their respect for their community is better than Reverse 1999, who was very generous this year. Yeah, Limbus! I really want to play Limbus, Ice Fox. It's one of the ones I was actually debating starting it in October because it's nice and spooky, but I just don't know if I'll have time. Maybe after Pokemon launch, we can see. Until then, I'm kind of like jam-packed. Boy, that'd be nice to try Limbus. Yeah, gacha's never going away because of how much money it makes. I wish it would though, but, you know, it's not going to, and I agree. That's why I eventually gave it a chance. If it's gonna be inevitable, I wanted to see if maybe some of them are good and there's a way to engage without spending like a lot. And some of them aren't too bad. Your friends tell me the guy behind Limbus don't know how to abuse gotcha. Is it very free to play friendly then? I just want to play for Millie's music. I'm gonna be real. What is this one? Still? Oh! There's a separate mobile category. Okay. For the Still Playing Award. So the same award has a second category. You know what? I can accept that. Maybe I jumped the gun a bit. None of the other games I really played anyway, so... The only computer game that's not mobile that I could have even voted for is Final Fantasy XIV. And I think the fans have been pretty pissed at them this year, so I don't think they deserve it either. Let's see, Disney PC console. I am so tired from all the PC crashes and everything that I did not notice. That was my bad. My rant was for nothing. Never mind. Mobile games were taken seriously. Sorry. Free Fire. I don't know it. Call of Duty Mobile. I don't know it. Roblox. Fuck Roblox! Isn't Roblox primarily a browser app? Why is it in the mobile category? It's primarily a PC thing, isn't it? Unless most people use mobile, I don't know. PUBG Mobile, which is still alive, I guess. Pokemon Go. I don't think Pokemon Go deserves this award. Pokemon Go has fallen off with almost everyone. Pokemon Go is almost like the best example of how to chase away your entire fan base. It even got sold off multiple times. Unless there's something I'm missing and they somehow revived it from the grave and made it good again, in which case please tell me because I miss it. I really like playing. I don't think it deserves to be on this list. TCG Pocket, I can see being on the list, but Pokemon Go, like, are you sure? And Clash Royale, I've heard of it, but for some reason it's striking fear into me. Honkai Star Rail, I have seen so many complaints this year about Star Rail. Out of all the Hoyo games they could have included, they included the one that I've seen everyone rant about. Like, apparently this game in particular, if you want to do story, it's not so bad, but if you want to do anything outside of story, apparently this game has become major pay to win. Like, people are absolutely ticked. And one of the sections, the cutscenes were so skimped on and so cheap. It was back when they didn't have voices, unfortunately, but it was also, like, the camera angles and everything were really low quality, and people were genuinely like, what the heck is going on with this entire section? Yeah, they're bringing in a lot of power creep, Gabe. That's what I've read, too, yeah. The meta teams are really painful, and I've just heard a lot of really bad things about it. I think if you're a diehard fan from the beginning, it's probably worth keeping up with, but I don't think it's a game worth getting into. I think maybe more people are falling off than getting on. I really enjoy the story, so if you can still clear the story with, like, basic characters, and you don't have to worry too much about grinding, I'd probably still enjoy it to go back to someday and just power through the story. But I don't think I would enjoy anything that requires meta. They also released March 7th Alter, so people like it again. You can't just bribe your players with hotness. You can't just bribe them with hotness and be like, please come back, play my game that you hate. We address none of your complaints, but we give you hot lady. You can clear story fine? Okay, maybe a lot of the complaints I've seen have been kind of unwarranted then, because I think most people probably only care about the story. It's probably still peak then. For most people. For the casual enjoyer. The whale, probably not so much. I say this after going back to Genshin. Because of a hot ferryman. Yeah. I'm sorry. Listen, Not Cry has like Celtic music and a hot, creepy ferryman jumped straight out of like some sort of horror thing. I have no choice. I have no choice. I was sucked in kicking and screaming. I'm sorry. You have Subway Surfers is a game? I thought it was like videos. Like I for some reason I thought it was a fake game. Just like videos that people overlay over other videos. I didn't know it was actually a game. So in theory, I could do a Subway Surfers live stream. Oh God! Amazing. Incredible. Zenless Zone Zero. I will say, despite still having issues with the 50-50, Zenless Zone Zero has been treating their players a lot better, I think. I haven't seen as many complaints about the meta or anything. The only complaint I have about it is that the gacha is still pretty cruel. It's kind of hard to save up. But I like how every patch has introduced a lot of story and stuff. I heard a lot of people really like the summer update. All the stories have been peak. I don't really think this one's ever fallen off. The only controversies I've even seen about it were unfortunately just the whole strike situation, which was a mess anyway. Other than that, I don't think I've seen fans complain about Zenless at all. The fans are kind of just like the horny chill people in their own corner. Animation is nice. Characters are nice. I would say Zenless maybe deserves it. Yeah, it's the most polished out of Hoyo's main three. It's a shame that it's the lowest performing one. Like, it earns the least amount of money by a landslide. But I really like it personally. And then Genshin. I don't think Genshin really... Although, did you know Genshin actually... No, some of the stuff I don't know if what I saw was... Well, I know this was in-game in the survey. They're creating some sort of, like, build-your-own-level thing. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but I'm really curious. It's like some sort of Wonderland where you can, like, make your own level and other people can play it. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm kind of curious. So I want to see. I want to see how that is. I never got to check it out yet, which is a pretty big deal. I will say, and I'm not voting again here, though, because I do think Reverse 1999 genuinely deserves it and wasn't mentioned. Zenless was very close to getting my vote. But if they want my vote, they're gonna have to obliterate the gacha system. Which they won't do. Or at least fix it. Best remake or remaster? Elder Scrolls 4? I know a lot of people who really enjoyed Oblivion Remastered. I've never played it, so I can't say anything, but... And then Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I did really enjoy what I played of that. As long as you guys enjoy the rest of the game and you say it doesn't ruin the original, I believe that's a contender. I had quite a bit of fun with what I played of it. I know there was a lot of issues with it at launch, though, which makes me hesitant, but I didn't have any issues. So, I will consider. Gears of War Reloaded, Trails in the Sky First Chapter. I have heard a lot of good things about that one, though, and that's the one that had Matt Mercer singing, isn't it? I might have to vote for that one just because they made Matt Mercer a bard and had him sing. That's pretty good. The Talos Principle, we awaken. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, that got a remake or a remaster? I didn't even notice. I think I'm gonna vote for Trails because they had Matt Mercer singing, and that was good. The Studio of the Year. Aggro, Crab, and Landfall. Sandfall! Oh, definitely Sandfall for me. Like, I'll keep reading the others, but Sandfall, hands down. Like, absolutely. Everything from how they promoted their game, to how they celebrated their game, to what they made with their game, everything. Absolutely everything. Sandfall, 100%. They were like a breakthrough new studio, too. Rebellion Developments. Bluebird Team. I don't even recognize most of these. I saw a few of you say Team Cherry. What does Team Cherry do? I don't recognize the name of the team. Even so, Japanese people shitting on Skate 4? What game did Sandfall make? Hello? Are you trolling? If you're not trolling, they made Claire Obscure. Oh, Silksong, that's fair. Nah, Sandfall for me. See, Hollow Knight was already a thing. And I really enjoyed Sandfall and how they interacted with their community. The way that the launch went and how happy they were and how much they celebrated their game. I really love Sandfall Interactive. I think if I could ever work with one studio in my life, that would be like my main goal. Slow Clap or Team Cherry. I feel like because of Silksong, I don't think Claire Obscure's gonna get it, but I'm still gonna vote for them. I really, really enjoyed how they interacted with everyone. I didn't know Cherry made Silksong. That's part of my point, though. I also wasn't trolling. I didn't know. No, if you didn't know, it's fair. I mean, they had an image of Claire Obscure right there, though, but apparently the JP localization for it wasn't great. That's a shame. I wonder if that's why maybe it wasn't as big in Japan. Best game expansion. Still Wakes the Deep, Siren's Rest, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Claws of Awaji, Lies of P Overture. I've heard really good things about that. I haven't played any of these, so I don't think I can vote again, but I've heard the Lies of P DLC was really good. Still want to play Lies of P someday. Atomfall Story Expansion Pack, The Red String, No Man's Sky Voyagers, or Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of Giants. Was any part of Assassin's Creed Shadows good? I don't know. I'm skipping because I didn't vote, but what do you guys think? If I had to vote just based on public opinion that I've seen around, it would probably be Lies of P, because I've seen the most people genuinely praise this, but I don't know how many quiet people might enjoy other ones. Let's see. Best audio design. Oh, this is a tough one. I do think Claire Obscure, though, probably. They had, like, 10 hours of OST. And their sound effects were really stunning, too. And the voice acting was incredible. I'll see what else was nominated, though. Oh, DK is a high contender. This is gonna be a tough one, because audio design goes beyond just the music. It also goes into, like, the sound effects, the voices, how everything is blended together, the overall aesthetic of the audio. I do think DK Bonanza is a very high contender. DK came out, it was really fun, yeah! That is one of the times I've binged a game longer than I've binged a game ever, so I think maybe. We'll see what the other ones are, but I think maybe. Soundtrack is separate, but soundtrack is part of audio design. Audio design is like the acting, the soundtrack, and the sound effects combined. And I do think maybe Donkey Kong had a stronger combination of all three because it was a bit more stylized. Ghost of Yote, Chronos, The New Dawn, Battlefield 6, or Death Stranding. Wow, Claire Obscure wasn't even nominated here. That makes my decision a bit easier. What do you guys think? I think DK Bonanza, hands down. The sound effects were really fun when you smash stuff. And I was about to say sound attack. Soundtrack was really fun. I think DK. Here's best soundtrack. I will say, I don't think the first one deserves it at all. Silent Hill F? The soundtrack is interesting. But I can't say that the soundtrack really stands out all that much on its own outside the game. Like, it makes a really good atmosphere, but it's not memorable so much. Other than the one vocal song, if you turn off the game, you're not remembering the songs or anything. I would have considered Silent Hill F more like audio design, rather than soundtrack necessarily. Yeah, it was mood setting, which it does a good job of, but it is ambient, yeah. That's why I don't think it necessarily deserves this award. It was good, though. If you like the OST, we have it on PlayAsia. You can type !PlayAsia and search it, and it'll help support the streams. Also, I keep forgetting, but all along, turns out you guys could use code OBAKEPAM for 6% off. Teehee! I always forget to tell you. And then one day I just had an epiphany. No one ever reminded me, and I never remembered. And then one day I had an epiphany, and I was like, wait, can't I give you guys a discount? Yeah, I could. I'm sorry. Anyway, speaking of PlayAsia, we also have Clear Obscure vinyls for pre-order. I don't know how many songs are on the vinyl, though, but it wouldn't be all of them. There's too many games. I definitely think, hands down, Clear Obscure is the best OST for me of the year. It might be the best OST of all time for me. I'm not even saying that lightly. 8 hours of absolute beautiful songs. It made me cry just when I opened the menu. No CD, I don't think there is. We don't have the CD one. I don't know if anywhere does. If there is one, let me know. But I know we have the vinyl at least. An Eric Shom, The Stolen Dream. I've never heard of that one, I don't think. Sword of the Sea. South of Midnight. Actually, that OST seemed pretty good from the trailers. Oh, Deltarune's also a heavy contender. I mean, but again, I don't know if it should be counted until the whole game is out. But I know that Undertale had an absolute fire OST. I will say, for me, hands down, Clair Obscure OST. That is, as I said, possibly the best OST I've heard in my life. Like, I cannot not vote for that game. Okay. Best lead performer. Okay, so it's for the actors, not the characters' role. Oh my god, spoilers! What the fuck? I'm gonna unperceive that. I've seen that image before. So I knew about that, but I don't know the context, and I'm gonna continue to leave it that way. Wow. Maybe don't put, like, endgame spoilers in your trailer. What the fuck? Anyway. Luckily, as I said, I've seen that image before. So, Jennifer English, who was Mile, I really liked the performance from Mile. It was really nice. I do have to say I'll vote for that if I don't see anything else. That was peak to me. I really enjoyed her, what I saw so far. Tom McKay, Henry of Scarlet's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Alex Jordan and Jan Dolsky, The Altars, or Yan maybe? Probably Yan. I think, yeah, Yan Dolsky, because that would make more sense with the last name. I have not played any of the others so far. Troy Baker! Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Erika Ishii, Ghost of Yote. Adrian Ray for Hazel, South of Midnight. She sounded pretty good from what I've seen in the trailers. But I have to say, Miles' performance, from what I heard, was one of the most, like, authentic and emotional performances I've maybe ever heard in a video game ever at all. I would say Gustav topped it, but he ain't an option, so I'm gonna go with Mile. Hell yeah! Best supporting performer. Okay, so, like, the best supporting actor. Let's see. Lucy Griffiths. Alva Eriksson, The Stolen Dream. Jim High, Eric in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Ben Starr! Ben Starr, my Oshi! My voice acting Oshi! Him and Joe and Risa May. They're like the holy trilogy of VA Oshis for me. Ben Starr as Verso in Clear Obscure. I didn't see a lot of him yet, but I wouldn't doubt that he deserves it because I love Ben Starr. Marios Gavrilis Emmerich Voss, Indiana Jones, and the Great Circle. Trinity, trilogy. Wait, did I say trilogy? I meant Trinity. I know what I meant, but maybe the wrong words came out. Listen, I've had a day so far, okay? You guys saw all the stuff. My brain ain't here. Logan Cunningham in Hades 2. There's no character name. Does he just, like, play himself? I don't think that quite looks like him. Trey Baker, Hanks Monaghan in Death Stranding 2. He did have a really fun performance from what I saw in videos. You know what? I might vote that based on what I've heard of him in the other Death Stranding, but is his performance still absolute perfection in 2? Because I'm kind of torn between him and Ben Starr. As much as I really love Ben Starr's acting, I don't know if anything of Verso's particularly stood out as, like, peak Ben Starr, if that makes sense. I really enjoyed him in Final Fantasy. I just don't know if Verso would stand out or not. He's pretty good in Death Stranding 2 and he sings in it too. Okay, I think I might vote for him. Just based on the clips I've seen from him in the first game, he blew away my mind. I was like, holy moly, that's incredible. Ben Starr was really good too. You know what? I might still vote for Ben Starr. Just because I have heard, I only just met Verso, right? I imagine later on in the game it probably does get really, really good. If the direction is as powerful as the rest of the game, I'll believe if I finished it, I probably would have had no hesitation voting Verso. Because I've only seen one clip of Troy Baker from Death Stranding, so it's a little hard. But I'm very confident in saying that Ben Starr is a very good actor. That's true, he sang and his singing and it was amazing. PC Game of the Year. Let's see. Hollow Knight Silksong, Dune Awakening, The Altars, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Abiotic Factor, Peak. I haven't played any of these! So I'm starting to think what we're learning this stream is that I have to set up a Peak collab and finally learn how to play it. Even if the game intimidates me. I need to get over myself and get a day where I get people and try it out. I haven't played any of these, so I think I'll skip. But if we're talking PC, I think Peak was like PC exclusive, maybe? So I do feel like Peak is a better option than some of the ones that were available on multiple things, if it's a specific, like, PC option. But I'm gonna skip because I didn't really play any of these, so I can't comment. I don't really know what I would substitute in either. But I have heard a lot of good things about Peak, so maybe it deserves it, but I can't really say. I at least want to maybe look into the Sky OST Tankaku. It'd be fun to, like, learn some of the songs. They got some good flute stuff. Console Game of the Year. Okay. Mario Kart World, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yaltae. Donkey Kong might have this one for me. If Silent Hill F is nominated, like, I really like Silent Hill F, but I don't have the time to finish it. As much as Silent Hill F is more to my personal tastes, I do think that Donkey Kong might be objectively better. And I mainly say the one thing that pushes it over the edge is maybe the combat in Silent Hill F. Because Donkey Kong, I never got frustrated the entire time. It was just fun. Silent Hill F, I love the story, and it's worth getting over the combat, but there were times it really frustrated me. You have to wonder how Ghost of Yaltae could be nominated for Console Game of the Year. It just came out. One of the games nominated earlier isn't even out yet. It's called Buying Their Way In, probably. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think is gonna get my vote, but we'll see. Monster Hunter Wilds was kind of a miss for me, I'm sorry to say. I would have done the collab with Omega, but the problem is the Omega collab, apparently, you have to be, like, done the game to do it. And I didn't enjoy this one as much. I don't think I'm gonna finish it anytime soon. I don't know why. I didn't really like the, like, dusty, less saturated aesthetic of it. I didn't like the story, and I felt like there was way too many cutscenes. I love games with story. But there was something about how it was in Wilds where it's just like, I want to play a game where I punch monsters. Why are you giving me cutscenes? Why are you giving me more cutscenes? And I really enjoyed Rise. And having played no other Monster Hunter, I was hoping I would like Wilds, but I feel like instead of it being like Wilds is a flop, I feel like maybe I don't like Monster Hunter. And Rise was an exception. As much as that was like a sad revelation, I think that might be the case. I think I might not be a Monster Hunter person. And for some reason, I just liked Rise. Yeah. So, unfortunately, that might be the case. We'll finish this category, and then I'll take a break before we finish the next one. Wilds is one of the L Monster Hunter games out there. So maybe it's not just me that didn't like it. I don't know. I thought maybe it was a me thing, but maybe not. Sonic Racing Crossworlds? I can see that, maybe. I've heard a lot of really good things about it. I think for best multiplayer, that one might have had a chance. I never got to check it out. I really want to get it so I can play as Miku, but I'm kind of waiting and hoping they have a massive sale. Really expensive. It's one of the last ones. Oh yeah, no, 16 out of 22. I think I'm gonna have to take a break before we finish the last number, yeah. 5 more, I'm gonna need a drink. I'm out. They just had a Miku special event, yeah. You can still get Miku later though, but I just wouldn't get the Miku event. So I have to wait for the sale. It's just too much with all the releases that came out around it. I had to pick, and I picked Digimon and Silent Hill, I'm sorry! It was supposed to be just Silent Hill, but I caved for Digimon. I cannot cave a third time because my wallet. I think for this category, I'm going with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Silent Hill F is the only other game that I can see kind of being up there for me. The only other console game I remember that I really, really enjoyed and really stood out, maybe Clear Obscure, but the thing is that it wasn't a console exclusive. I know that these weren't either, but I kind of want to vote for a console exclusive in this category, so I think DK Bonanza is a good fit. I do think maybe Digimon, well, again, it's also on PC, so it's complicated, but yeah. Crossworld's not having voice acting for the DLC characters really does suck. Best Early Access Game! We'll take a look shortly! I must run! We'll be back! Why does this happen to me? Good little book that plays with fire, palms are burning on her pyre. Pooksy Pico likes her body speak, to sing a little song and dance a little jig. Pukna pop up, shivers and shake, she'll stick you in the gut and give you belly aches. And who's behind them standing tall? Why, the biggest noodle of them all. Whoever could it be? Good King Muggle Mog, good King Mog. What the fuck? Luca's a degen? I don't know, Chad. Which option should we go with? I don't know. I like how not a single option here is not degen. The game just... When do you think would be the most inconvenient? What's the time we need to like try to hint that we don't want to keep it on, huh? Hello, Katie. I think everyone is saying 3, so I think we're gonna have to ask about the passionate girl-on-girl bonding time. Yeah. I like how she said it. It's like a straight voice too, just like the energy went down. She just asked it really normally. Hello, Speckled Derved.
ええ、完全防水加工がされているので、どれだけ汗に濡れても大丈夫よ。
I'll take it. It's not novel. Assuming that's some kind of creature. Higher rate than usual. Thank you, it held through. Oh no. C14, thank you for the 50 gifted. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Get out of the bed! Let me sleep, I'm scared! Get out of the bed! Get out of the bed! Let me in it! Let me in it! Get out of my bed! 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 Let me there. That was scary. That was scary. Okay, we're good.
Neither the commander nor Lilith would have wanted you to be overcome by death.
Imagine if it just left there. Neither the commander or Lilith would have wanted you. Then Rapunzel's like, would have wanted me to what? And then Dorothy's just like, no, that's it. They wouldn't have wanted you. That would be a very sudden plot twist.
Rapunzel.
I'm ruining the moment. Hmm?
My will is yours.
So Barnabas is just willing to sacrifice himself for the Cloas. I thought that was Aerith for a second, and I was like, ah! And it looks like a mommy Aerith, and I was like, what? Are they just gonna fuck somebody who is like Ultima in their body or something? Mother! No, 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 that is not his mom. That is not his mom. That is not his mom. I misread that. I misread that. I have to have misread that. I have to have misread that. That is not, no, 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 no. No, no, no. How it runs on iPad, I think. And can I throw his stuff in the ocean? And can I throw his shit in the ocean? Oh, I guess not. Shh. I'll never know. It's fine. It's fine. He'll never know. If one is missing, he'll never know. The guys didn't see that. Oh. 8, 7. Wow, that's crazy. I was back just in time. Wow. Give me 1 sec. Okay, let me make sure we have another timer. Otherwise, I will forget to take a break. Especially because I think we're gonna have a weird spot where I'm gonna have to take a break and then have like 30 minutes. And I hate doing that. But at the same time, I have to be strict on my breaks. I cannot slack on them or I'll lose my voice again. Oh, yeah, I don't want to lose it again. Best early access game. Schedule 1. I don't know what that is. A lot of the stuff in the awards I've noticed, I don't recognize. Grounded 2. Skate with a dot. I feel like I've heard of Grounded 2. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing that I've heard of Grounded 2. White Knuckle. That looks kind of cool. I never played it, but I like the pixel graphics. Looks neat. Schedule 1 is a drug dealing sim? What the fuck? Repo. Oh, Repo was the other one I was thinking of. That is like those co-op games. Peak I'm a little more interested in. Repo, it's like I never ended up playing Repo because just looking at it, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's different than it looks on the surface, but it's kind of a like been there, done that looking at the description. It was like I feel bad about it. I was invited to a lot of Repo collabs and I had to turn them all down just because I was like, I don't know if I want to take my time to play this game. And also just being really busy and being nervous about collabs in general. It's like, I don't know. It's a type of game that really depends on who you're with. And when people you don't know as well ask, it's kind of like, You have to like, I don't know. Trust isn't quite the word. Maybe a certain level of like knowing the other person's vibe before playing something like that maybe. 9 Kings. You pulled 8 in the friendship gacha? Nice. Repo's more blatant with the Lethal Company inspiration? Yeah. It kind of just, to me, looked like modded Lethal Company, but a new game. So I was kind of like, I like Lethal Company, but it's like, it's not the type of game where every time someone reinvents it, I want to play it, if that makes sense. With the right people, I would. But a lot of the people that I would want to play with, would feel comfortable playing with, or feel I could make good content playing with, are very busy. So it's like, I know I wouldn't really be able to get them in time. I can't really comment on any of these. I feel like Repo is the one I've heard the most out of. It sounds like you guys enjoyed Schedule 1. I have to skip this category because I just don't know enough about any of them again. Best gaming hardware. Interesting. So I guess which one of these hardware would have been the most innovative? Elgato Facecam 4K. Looks fancy. Fancy webcam. WD Black SN8100. It's an SSD. Did any of you guys have any of these? I can't comment. AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D. Oh, Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, you can't have VGM. Thanks for the heads up. So I know the Nintendo Switch 2 gets a lot of haters. I think there's some very genuine concern to be said about the pricing. But it's not a bad console. I would argue it's really good. It's a bit too heavy for me to play in handheld, like it hurts my hands a little, but the Joy-Cons are comfy. It looks great in handheld and desktop. It works really smooth. It's a really high quality console. And I think the price concerns are very valid. But otherwise, I think often people are just looking for reasons to hate it because it's popular to hate it or whatever. I really don't think it's bad. Is it a necessary upgrade from the Switch? Not really. People complain a lot about the performance issues, and I think if your issues are with the Switch were performance, yeah, it may be worth upgrading. But otherwise, you can still play most new games on the Switch. So I think unless you have a specific reason to upgrade to the Switch 2, you can kind of ignore the prices for now, because you don't really have to upgrade. Unless you have a specific reason you need to upgrade. But I like it. Yeah, waiting a couple years for more games to come out is good too. Because right now there's not a lot of games for it. You can pretty much get the same thing out of a Switch in most cases. Obviously there's exceptions like Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart. There's exceptions. But that doesn't mean it's a bad console. Yeah, most of the games are still coming out on Switch, exactly. The transition period, you're usually good for a little while still. Razer Blade 16. I don't know anything about it. No Switch 2 Pro controller. All it did was add a button from the last one. Personally, my pick goes to the Switch 2. I can understand why some people are like still ticked off at the Switch 2 though. So like no judgment if you have issues with it, especially if it's because of pricing. But I think it's fair. I think it deserves it. Although I don't know if a console should be considered a hardware, but best game adaptation. Interesting. You want one of the special skinned edition Switch 2? Yeah, I'm surprised the Pokemon bundle isn't skinned. The Pokemon bundle is just a normal Switch 2, but it comes with the game. That's kind of wild to me, because usually they'll sell Pokemon consoles. People want that. So we got Secret Level. Devil May Cry was nominated for some reason, despite me not knowing a single person who liked this adaptation. In fact, I've seen people literally tagging the director and asking him, please don't make anything else ever again for Netflix. So, I don't really know why that's listed here personally. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I think potentially deserves it. I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed Sonic 3. I am sorry to disappoint once again. I don't like the Sonic movies. I don't like them. Like, I can't figure out. I guess the target audience is you guys, but when I watch it, I can't figure out who it's for. The humor, like, I can't tell if it's, like, older than me or younger than me or just misses me sideways, but it's, like, something about it is just not for me. I just don't enjoy it. I feel like the actors have such bad chemistry. Like, the Robotnik was the only good thing about it for me. I just can't. I don't even know what it is that misses me. It's just like, nah. I just didn't like it. I wanted to like it, but I didn't. Almost everyone I know loves it, and they're like, Sonic movie's so good, and I'm just like, I wish I feel left out, but I don't like it. I never saw 3, though. I might feel differently about 3, but I don't know. I can't watch it. I really didn't like 1. I went into 2 hoping it was better. I still didn't like it. It has a lot of pop culture references. That could be it. I don't know a lot of, like, mainstream pop culture, so that could be actually a big part of it now that you mention it. That might be it entirely. Only like 3. Interesting. I don't know. It just missed me. Maybe I'd like 3, maybe I wouldn't. Who knows? The Last of Us Season 2. I never watched any The Last of Us. The Minecraft movie. This is one of those adaptations where I haven't heard any mixed reviews. I've only heard really good or really bad things. The only thing I know about it and wish I didn't is Chicken Jockey. So, I also hate Minecraft. So, season 2 of Last of Us was wholly bad. Oh god. Was it worse than Devil May Cry? I'm curious. Kids liked it a lot. I mean, that's their target audience. It sounds like they did something right then. I don't think it would be for me. So, Arcane Season 2. I haven't watched any of these, but I will vote for Arcane Season 2. If it means there's a chance we can get more stuff like that. Because I've heard that it was really amazing. And if it was that good, I would like more things that aren't shit to come out. I keep meaning to watch it. I just haven't had the chance yet, but it sounds like it's amazing. And from what I've heard, Arcane is very good as a standalone. If you haven't played League ever, and if you have, you'll still enjoy it. That was this year, apparently. So you know what? I'm gonna say Arcane. Because I haven't heard anything but godly praise for this. And I would like to encourage them to make more animated series for adults that go beyond titties and gore. Please. Not that there's anything wrong with either of those things, but you can. This may surprise you, but you can make an animated feature for adults that doesn't rely on entirely having nudity, F-bombs for the funsies, or poop jokes and toilet humor. Those things can be peak. But when that's all there is, man, it's annoying as hell. Like, I'm not above those things. I love panty and stocking and other things. I find especially like Western stuff made for adults very often, I feel like it just fits into a specific box that I just don't like. And then I'm like, wow. And then anime somehow manages to fill the void quite nicely, but I'd like to see more global stuff like that too. Pantheon was a great example of doing it right. Anyway, I vote Arcane. Best game trailer. Battlefield 6 official launch live action trailer. Rhythm Doctor official release date trailer. That was a fun trailer. I did really enjoy that. Expanse series Reborn announcement trailer. Romeo's a Dead Man announcement trailer. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 official CGI trailer. Let me be real, even if you hate gacha games, every gacha game new character trailer basically knocks all of these out of the water. If there's one thing gacha gets right, they go so damn hard in their character trailers. Especially Reverse 1999. The trailers literally are beautiful. Like, easily. They could blow all of these out of the water. Why is Olive's trailer not here? Or Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 2. What about wait. I think I might actually have proof that these awards are, I know it's a Western awards, but I think I have proof that these are very, very heavily skewed to Western games. They don't have the Ananta trailer. Ananta has blown up so big globally, especially from its trailer. There is no reason that Ananta should not be listed. If nothing else, just based on the traction that the trailer managed to get globally. So, I'm gonna skip this category. As much as I really enjoy the Rhythm Doctor trailer, I do feel like Ananta should have been mentioned. It gave GTA 6 2 trailers? No, it's just one. It's just one. It's just one. Anyway, I think Ananta should have won. Most wanted game. Let's see how many of us actually want these games. So these are the games coming out in the next 12 months and beyond that we're looking forward to. Let's see how we feel about these games. Ananta should probably win it, honestly. Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy. That means nothing to me. Marvel's Wolverine. I'm not personally looking forward to it, but I know a lot of you guys are. So I think that one maybe deserves a spot potentially. I can see it. Heard good things about Plague Tales? What is it? It sounds interesting. I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool. Odie Knock. What the fuck? Okay, let me interrupt real quick. Haven't we barely seen a single thing about this? We saw the one trailer that gave us no context what the game actually is. Or has there been more that I missed? Because I feel like this shouldn't be listed. We don't really know anything about it at all. I guess Kojima prints money, but and he's been talking about how he actually hunted ghosts to make it, like, and recorded the ghost in his office, but genuinely I feel like most people still haven't heard of this game. I don't know why it's one of the most anticipated. Like, sure, it might be hype, but like, it shouldn't be here. I don't think so. I guess you guys disagree, but I feel like we don't know enough about it to be able to say. It's a wanted game, yeah, but I've barely seen... my guess is that it would be like whatever has the most community talk and stuff like that. Like what's been trending the most. I haven't seen this one trending personally. 007 First Light. While I think it looks really fun, and while I think it's kind of hyped up, part of me wonders if it's actually going to be that good or if it's just been spending stupid amounts of money to get itself in like every game announcements live stream. I want to play. I hope it's a good game. But I can't tell if it's actually exciting or if they're just really good at getting the word out in this case. Yeah, the fans are eating real good. But, I think it sounds like it's going to be really fun. This one surprised the hell out of me. Subnautica 2? Am I thinking of something else, or is this not the game where, like, the fans have been pissed at it for some reason? I might be thinking of something else, but I thought there was an issue with Subnautica 2. I also didn't even know we were getting a 2. I thought there was just issues with the devs and the Subnautica series. Something like the devs had to like sell it or something and they were struggling to get the IP back. I might be thinking of something else. They let go of the original devs? Yeah, that is what I was thinking then. So, the original devs for Subnautica aren't even a part of this. There's no Subnautica 2? What? Is this a fake game? searching. Subnautica 2. There is a Subnautica 2. It's on Steam. I misunderstood something, clearly. Oh. It's not out yet, is the thing. But yeah. There's no Subnautica 2 yet. Anyway, if it doesn't have the original devs, I'm kind of skeptical if it's gonna live up to, like, what everyone loved about the original, so I don't know. They fired the dev studio the same year they were ready to release because they didn't want to pay them the bonus contracted. That is so messed up, honestly. Yuck. Onimusha Way of the Sword. To be fair, that one looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna personally play it, but I've been enjoying the trailers. Light No Fire. I don't think I have any opinions on that. Hell Let Loose Vietnam again. I don't think I have any opinions. All of these are very, like, and I say Western aesthetic games because obviously, like, Odinok is not a Western game, but Kojima very much is inspired by like Western media and stuff with his games. So a lot of them are like very heavily leaning into like Western gamers, I feel. Onimusha maybe not so much, but like, where's my weeb shit? Where's my Nintendo stuff and my weeb shit? They're not hitting like any marks for me that I'm really excited about. Like some of them I'm neutral excited about, but none of these I'm like jumping out of my seat anticipating. Grand Theft Auto 6, I would say that's probably the most anticipated. But it's not for me, again. But I think after Silk Song, this is probably the one people want the most. Onimusha's pretty weeb, but it's still not for me. It's like, I don't know how to word it. Maybe Western was the wrong phrase. Like, more realistic, high graphic PS5 type games has been like every single one of these. That's not for me. I like really stylized stuff. Every single one of these is like wishing it was a Hollywood movie. And that's not what I like out of my gaming graphics. So that's probably the best way to word it. The Blood of Dawnwalker. I don't think I know enough about that to say anything, but this design is pretty cool. The Expanse was Sirius Reborn. Again, it's not really one I'm looking forward to myself. Resident Evil Requiem is like kind of up there on my excited list, but also it's more like I'll wait and see how it goes type situation. Yeah. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, I don't really know anything. Saros looked cool, but I wouldn't really say. Okay, maybe this one. This one's fair. Kingdom Hearts 4 is pretty anticipated. If I'm voting based on my own responses, out of these ones, I think Kingdom Hearts 4 is probably pretty up there as ones that I'm looking forward to. I'm not gonna vote based on what I think deserves it. I'm gonna vote on what I think is the most anticipated of its here, because otherwise I'd vote GTA. But if everyone did that, what if GTA wouldn't actually win? What if there's a lot of quiet people? I don't know. But so far for me, Kingdom Hearts 4 there. It's still it's a little more stylized at least, but it's still pretty. It's probably as far as I go on the realistic side before I'm like, this is too real. Or maybe Stellar Blade is as close as I get. Lego Batman. At least this one's not realistic. I'll give it credit for that. But I'm not the biggest Lego or Batman person, so. Crimson Desert. Exodus. Most of these I just don't remember. Either I've seen trailers and completely forgotten, or I've never heard of them. The Witcher 4. And Black Myth Zhonghui. Okay. I vote Kingdom Hearts 4! Because it's the only game on this entire list that I care about more than maybe I'll give it a try. So I Wait, vote! Eh? Can you vote more than one here? Why did it disappear? Am I not allowed to vote for it? Where did it go? What the fuck? Oh, you picked 3. I didn't read properly. I guess Resident Evil? And I guess 007? But I picked 3! Why can't I? Okay, well, fine, we'll pick 4! Oh, can I go to the next question now? Oh, okay, that's not how the other ones worked, but okay. We're gonna skip the question. Okay, that's it. That's it! Basically, it's the Game Awards all over again. Oh, scroll down and hit submit. I can still do that. I have it left up. I just closed hiding it. I'm gonna submit. I submit. It's the Game Awards all over again where I disagree with basically every nomination, but I understand that I'm too niche for the gaming community. Awards just don't get me. They just don't get me, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I'll just cry. Oh my god, what the heck? I just saw a really surprising I'm gonna share this because it's not what I expected ever. Guess what's getting an English dub? Somehow, Nukitashi is getting an English dub. I can't say I saw that coming. That'll be interesting. Oh god. The poor extras. Literally, the extras are gonna have nothing to do but just record moaning in the background constantly. There's at least, this show basically has one person fucking on screen. At least one. If not like 40 at all times. That's, oh my god. Oh my god. How is that going to work? That'll be interesting. Holy moly. Let me get rid of the buffering. We can look at some other stuff now. Now that I'm sorry, what was I trying to do? What was I trying to do? Oh, wait! Wait! The Oceanville made another post! This is interesting. Sorry, I'm scrolling down my notifications trying to find something. Okay, so, it says that they've made it because a lot of people have been asking for it. So if there's something you want, make sure to let companies know. Because apparently, this was literally made because of fan requests. So, that's interesting. In their own words, they said it's going to be a shit show. Oh boy. Let me see. What was I trying to find? Oh yeah! There's a new game we have for pre-order. At Please, I wanted to show it to you guys because it looks like the type of thing that might appeal to you guys. There's no description of the game yet, so I'm gonna have to try looking it up. But it does say there's multi-language, so it's gonna have English. I really love what this looks like on the surface, so I'm excited to learn a bit more about it. It's the one that's been in the promo the whole time. I will pull up a thing and show it to you guys, and then we can get into the game trailers. I still want to play the Majogami demo if there's time. I'm not sure if there's gonna be time because of all the stuff though, but so it's Cartagra, the sickness of possessory and crazy. It looks so good! So it's a visual novel, if I understand correctly, is about like very, very terrifying people who are also really hot. So I'm excited. It just got opened for pre-order recently. It's go no! Why does it say cup? I'm not fixing it. We went this far in the stream without noticing. I'm not fixing it. That's too much effort, unfortunately. Anyway, I'll show you the images from the game that I saw and got me really interested in it. Look at this. It looks so cool. It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know how to word this any other way. It reminds me of retro eroge. I don't know how else to explain it. But that's very much the vibe. It's like, if you're into classic visual novels, it kind of feels like that all over again. I like the designs of the characters and stuff. It looks really interesting. I don't actually know if it's an eroge though, or if it's like just a story-based. I haven't been able to find any information at all, but it looks like a murder mystery or something, maybe. Definitely a little on the spicier side for some of the characters. Maybe it's an eroge, actually. Huh, physical eroge with English on Switch, we can only hope. Interesting. It's the faces and coloring? Maybe. I'm gonna try looking it up and see if I can find a trailer. Hold on. Cartegra. Yeah, like the mid-2010s era, maybe. Not like retro so much. Apparently the game is already out. Oh, it came out 8 years ago, but there was never an English translation. There was a fan dub of it. Or maybe the game was in English, actually. I'm having the conflicting information that I'm seeing here, but... anyway, I got the trailer, so we can give it a look. The trailer doesn't have English, though. Oh, it's published by Manga Gamer. That's a promising sign.
そこでだ、高城君。娘、ユラの捜索を引き受けてくれる。
It says 18 plus. Because it is on Switch, I can't promise it's uncensored though, but... Oh, there's a nun! There's a nun!
ユラの捜索を引き受けてくれるかね。
If I can find an English version of this that's out already, I feel like we should play it. At least for one day, so I can give it a look. Hot mom. A nun and a hentai is never a good combination. And or the best combination. I feel like out of all the characters so far, this one interests me the most. I really like the design. It's really unique. Ew, what's going on? It looks like an eroge. The Switch version might be unpatched though, we don't know. The vibes kind of remind me of school days, but like not school. Which should concern me significantly. Is she digging to hide a body? So it is definitely an eroge. Oh god. Oh god. Based on this trailer, unsure if horny scene or someone actually being tortured. Also, the actual title's Affliction of the Soul, maybe? Interesting. I want to try it. That looks good. Let me see it. Hold on. I wonder if I can find it on PC. To give it a look. And promote it. Definitely an excuse to play a visual novel. forgot to put in my age. This is a promising sign. I very briefly forgot my age. This is a problem. I was like, what's my birthday? It's one of those days. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if this game is gonna be uncensored is gonna be censored or uncensored on Switch. There's someone bleeding like black blood from their nose, and their eyes are rolled back, and their titties are just like all out. There's also other images I won't describe. Yeah. Good thing I'm not showing these. Wow, no, that's very explicit. Wow. I got the plot! I can read the plot description! It was a love rooted in delusion and madness. Japan, 6 years after the war. One man sits on a train headed to Zushi. Takashiro Shugo, once a detective for the Tokyo Metropolitan Police. Shugo reflects on the reason a retired cop like himself is heading to Zushi after reading a headline on the newspaper on his lap. Bizarre serial murders in Ueno. Okay, this actually sounds really peak. It's the sort of incident that's unusual in Japan. Shugo takes the train to Zushi now because of the detective in charge of the case, Arishima Kazuma, his former supervisor. Could I ask a favor of you? Arishima was his superior in Changsha, Manchuria, and later in the police department as well. Shugo couldn't easily decline a favor from him. The job Arishima asked of him was a missing persons case, the disappearance of a girl from a wealthy family. At the Kozuki estate, the home of the missing girl, Shugo meets Kozuka Kazuna, a girl who looks exactly the same age as a woman Shugo was romantically involved with in the past, Kozuki Yuta. She begs him to find her missing twin sister, but Yuta's father, Kozuki Keiichiro, tells Shugo, that girl is already dead. Truth and lies blend together as the curtain rises on this post-war town of Ueno and the tragedies that are about to unfold. That sounds extremely Pam-coded to me. I'm kind of interested. I admittedly just made a note to look it up on stream. I didn't know what it was. Good thing the trailer didn't have any of the eroge CG in it. Sometimes I forget that porn's a thing. And I should maybe look stuff up at least a little bit before I show it on stream. All the reviews are saying it's very, very tragic and the game will break you. And I'm like, hell yeah! One sec. I'm gonna ask... Try to find out if it's censored or not. Let me see. Give me a sec. Okay. Anyway, sounds good to me. I'm curious. Let's get into the trailers that you guys sent now, though. I only have an hour and a half before I have to have a VC with someone, so I don't think we're gonna be able to play Majogami today, the demo at least. I still want to try the Majogami demo. Hold on. Let me try to just figure out something real quick. When does it release? Okay, end of October. Okay. Anyway. I will be skipping some of the trailers to make up for lost time. Hold on. trying to see. I don't know which ones I did and didn't. I'm not sure if I pinned the right spot. I think it's okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna skip Recreation because I'm not 100% sure if I watched that one or not, but it doesn't look like one that would be like a match for most of our interests anyway. So I'm gonna skip that one. We saw Matt Mercer singing. We watched Pal Farm and Dragon Quest. I think I pinned the wrong section. That's annoying. Unless I wrote, like, here's break, but I didn't pin it, maybe. I left after watching Arknight's Infield? Yeah, there's a lot. I'm gonna skip any old games, too, that have been out for a while already. There's just too much. Anything that people just drop that's not relevant, unless I know it and really want to show it off, I'm gonna skip. Or trailers we've watched before, like during other announcements and stuff, I'm probably gonna skip. Cause I know there's a bunch that we've seen before, during like showcases and stuff. I'm gonna skip those. Oh, thank you! I didn't catch that. Hotel Barcelona? I'm really interested in Hotel Barcelona, but I think we saw the trailer before. That's the one by, like, Suda, isn't it? Or am I losing my mind? Hold on, I'll pull that one up in case, because I remember being kind of interested in it. But I think, oh, loud! I think it was the one by Suda. Yeah, it's the one that has a really cool graphics. I am interested in this one, though. I wouldn't mind watching it again, just to see if this is like different footage. Yeah, I remember we watched this trailer exactly during one of the showcases. My criticism with this one is I really like the aesthetic, but the gameplay itself doesn't look that great to me. I don't know what it is. It's like for this type of style, I just didn't think it would be like a side scroller necessarily. I like side scrollers, but I kind of wanted something else out of it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not. It's like, I really like the idea and the aesthetic, but then I saw the actual gameplay, and it's just not quite what I wanted. It's not Suda swearing? Oh. I think I missed some things there. We have Still Stars Echo. What is this? I have no clue. Looks like a very atmospheric game. It's very trippy. What do you do, though? Yeah, Suda's making Romeo Must Die. I think I got them mixed up. Looks like the background's in control. I wonder if it's just like a walking sim then, and you get to explore the background while it does tons of stuff. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's really creepy. I think this would break me. It would give me like an existential crisis that I couldn't even explain. I don't know, it's weird! This is like... Is this a genre of horror? That I didn't know was a genre of horror? Because somehow that's making me feel really unsettled and I don't know why. Interesting. Now is an experience. Looks like you play some mini puzzle segments, but mostly a walking sim. I don't know why. It just it is weird. And then we have Escape from Duckov. Oh god. You just play as a duck. See, this is kind of how I imagined, having never played it, Metal Gear. I kind of thought this is what it would be like. This is like the impression it gives off. And then you find out it's actually all cheese. It is sort of like it! The original Metal Gear? Oh! Maybe I'd really like the older Metal Gears. So it's Metal Gear, but like the older ones, but duck. Why duck? Why duck? Anyway, it comes out October 16th. If you want to play Metal Gear, but as a duck instead of a snake, there you go. Diablo 4 is having a collab with StarCraft? Or yeah. I don't play Diablo or StarCraft, but I know that they're both pretty big names, so I might as well watch the collab trailer. The duck fits with Metal Gear? Maybe, it's just weird enough. I like that the wings are just bones. You don't shoot people in Metal Gear, you can. You shouldn't, but you can. Isn't Diablo the game that most people said basically Lost Ark was just like rip-off Diablo? I did like the combat, admittedly. I like the weight of the combat, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm gonna be playing it, but it's great for people who want to. Okay, parkour, I'm kind of interested. This is dog.
Time for your next mission, Agent. What lies ahead will take everything you've got.
I thought it was gonna be parkour, but dogs, but now it's space.
And remember, failure is not an option.
He's so cute!
You must be agile.
Okay, maybe it is parkour, but dog.
Creative and aware
This
of your
looks like the
surroundings.
nice type of game that's like stupid fun to just like play and laugh at.
Sneaky, like a chameleon.
It looks so good. Metal Gear Dog Edition. First we had Duck Edition. Oh no.
And I'll remind you about your favorite.
I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a shitpost of a game, but that's actually quality. Yeah, we had a lot of cat games. We need a dog game now.
Most importantly, as the best agent, you must always be willing to throw punches. You like a dog.
It's essentially Stray, but with dogs. They're like, dogs can do that too. I just ran with it. Honestly, it looks pretty good.
Thunder, be advised, this mission will not be easy. The fate of the world is in your paws. No pressure.
Oh god, are the cats evil? No, not that dance! Oh god, it's that one dog! So the demo came out a couple days ago. If any of you guys want to give it a try, it's available. If we had more time today, I would have said playing parkour could be fun. That would have been nice chaos. Animal look, let's look. Wasn't that dance actually like a type of worms or something? And it was trying to scratch its butt.
A brand new day. Perfect for the wildest imagination.
That voice sounds so familiar.
Imagine. Just imagine that you become tiny enough.
Oh no! Babu form!
Good morning, minis. This is Dew Wanderer.
This looks
Radio.
cute.
Welcome to the Tiny Minis.
I kind of feel bad though that it's coming out right now. Or at least it's in development right now. Because this is going to have to compete with Hoyo's Animal Crossing clone. And it's going to have to compete with like the Pokemon Minecraft clone. Because a lot of those are going to have a similar audience. It's a lot coming out at once to compete with each other. Depending when they release them. Random cat boy child. I like the designs in this though. That's true. If it comes out now, it could have an audience. This is the reveal trailer though, so we don't really know when it's coming out. Oh my god, that's a cat! I just realized it's a cat bus! It's a bootleg version of the cat bus! I love that!
Can you
Oh
hear
yeah,
the
and Pal
ocean
World's Animal
written on the
Crossing
wind
clone,
today,
true.
adventurers? Please
Are we
don't
getting into another era of Animal Crossing clones?
When you return with whatever
There's-
it is you
There's always one game that like everything wants to copy and somehow it all happens at the same time. You had like a lot of arena shooters come out all at once. I feel like we're about to get a lot of Animal Crossing games come out. This one does have a lot of stuff that looks innovative though. I like it. Like the slingshots on the water is kind of cool. Perfect time to bring back the witch Animal Crossing game. Listen, Tongari Boshi is absolute peak. Just no one knows about it. Oh, the customization looks pretty expansive. A lot more engaging. And not quite so limited. Especially if you can stack stuff. Yeah, this one aesthetically does look a bit more Rune Factory, maybe. And I mean, inside looks really Animal Crossing to me. It looks like one of the better animal. Oh, that's so cute! It looks like one of the better ones, though, that I've seen. I hesitate to say Rune Factory, though, because we don't really know how much of it's like RPG. Isn't Rune Factory also an RPG, or am I losing my mind? I might be losing my mind. Visually, it kind of does look like It Takes Two, but like Chibi-ified.
On this journey, the company of friends outshines even
The only thing that distinguishes Animal Crossing from Life Sims the animals? That's what I mean, though. A lot of these clones are using the animals.
And we'll meet again.
Harvest Moon's combat? That's what I thought, yeah. This one doesn't look like it has combat or anything, really, as like a core mechanic. So I don't think it's more like that, more just comfy. Yeah. Oh, I want to see the Warframe trailer. I'm curious about Warframe. After hearing that that's what a lot of the gacha games that aren't gacha are like, who is that?
What need has a devil for forgiveness
Ooh, I like the voice work.
when hell is a lie spun by madmen?
Good face work, too. Interesting. So I guess those are upcoming characters or upcoming skins of sorts? Double Dragon Revive. I think we saw that trailer during TGS. Save Seeker I don't recognize. Cute! Oh, the demo's out now if anyone wants to try it. This one looks maybe familiar looking at it again. No. I like the blips in this one. I know this is gonna sound rich coming from me because I enjoy voice acting so much, but I genuinely think a lot of games that have voice acting don't need it. Some of them do, but for a lot of 2D games, I genuinely prefer the blips. It feels so comfy. Without the blips is weird. Like, it needs some sort of audio. But I like the blips. That one looks cute. It doesn't stand out too much, but I wonder how fun it is with the demo. It doesn't look bad. Let's see this one. Ace Attorney. Yeah! I like Ace Attorney with the blips. I really enjoy the blips. If it had full voice acting, I genuinely think the over-the-topness, no one could actually capture that perfectly. I think it works way better because of the blips. Kotama and Academy Citadel. Why does the vibe kind of feel like if Hoyo made a Metroidvania? I don't know how to explain. The particles and the character aesthetic. I know it's not, but it feels very Hoyo. I think it's the shading and the colors more than anything. And the particles. I do like the aesthetic a lot. I'm torn on this type of gameplay because the games tend to be very hit or miss for me. The aesthetic is really nice. I feel like I would want to give this one a try. I like the main character's eyes too. It reminds me of Lamb's art style. Coming soon! Let me know if you find out that it's out. I want to keep an eye on that one once it releases. We have Undusted. Letters from the past.
Hey, Mom. I found the key to the old house. It's rusty, but I think I can restore it.
The voice kind of reminds me of Kokone for some reason.
Found a lot of trinkets inside. They reminded me of the old days. I started cleaning them. Bit by bit. Inch by inch. And every time the dust faded, memories came rushing back. I could almost hear your voice.
It looks like the type of game that is comfy until it makes you suffer.
I guess I'm not okay.
Looks good. Looks like pain and agony. I love it. Let's see, what is Detopia? I'm speed running because I don't have a lot of time. Oh, this screams indie. Not in a bad way, it just screams indie. That's a nice style, though. He almost looks like if you made Ghibli 3D, but then, like, took the lines away. Oh, it is Annapurna. I didn't notice that. Annapurna dystopia game. This actually looks really interesting to me. It's like comfy, but underneath there's this layer of something is wrong. I kind of like it. Why is the Utopia so colorless? For all we know, that's part of the point. So it's available for wish listing, at least. Interesting. That feels like the type of game I'd want to play on handheld on Switch. The other thing is, no one can agree on what a utopia can be because a utopia is impossible. The literal term for it is like a place that's impossible, kind of. Hard to explain. Demi and the Fractured Dream. Let's see. This looks like bootleg Breath of the Wild to such a strong degree so far. Oh god! It literally looks like they just wish they were Breath of the Wild. I don't know how to say that politely. Like, it looks good, but I'd rather see them make something really unique. At least the architecture and stuff's kind of unique. I'll give it that. It looks good. The environments, I really like. The combat looks really fun. Like, the boss fights look well thought out. Oh, there's a boss. Oh, the dragon. That's not intimidating. It looks okay. I'm kind of hit and miss on bootleg games. I hesitate to say bootleg game. It's probably very much inspired by it. It's just a little too much trying to be it for me. I'd love the designs to be just a little different. Itachi, Hunt of the Bones. Ooh, what is this? The style is really... What? What? Is this like... solving the ghosts that are haunting the houses? Solving the previous tenant's agony. This looks amazing, actually! As long as the story ends up being good and not a letdown, this looks like it's actually really good. The problem is with these type of games, I do find they're often very hit and miss. But this one looks promising, at least. Wandering through 2000s Tokyo culture, coming in 2027! Wow, that's a lot. That's announced really far in advance. To the point that I'm kind of like, are you sure? Are you sure that... I'm gonna skip the next one just because, it takes a longer time to set up Twitter and I don't immediately recognize it. I'm gonna skip a delivery must complete as well because there's no release date announced right now and there's just a lot to go through. Parasite Mutant looked interesting to me. Let's check out that one. Yeah, it'll be hard carried by the character writing. And that's what we don't know yet, how good the character writing is or isn't. We'll have to see. Where's this one? It looked good. Oh god. Hot mutant? That one looks like A2 almost. Huge homage to the old PS1 game Parasite Eve. Aha! I know I've heard of Parasite Eve before. I think we saw a trailer from it once. I was gonna say, it looks kind of familiar. So that's a spiritual successor. They weren't doing it, so they're like, fine, I'll do it myself. That's the type of situation where I don't really mind if people like heavily take inspiration and make something on their own. If the company's just given up on it, at that point, it's like, okay, just make something that's clearly for that audience. They clearly want more games and they're not providing, so. It looks like a lot of effort's been put into this too. It looks like a lot of passion was put into the project. I think that was part of my issue with the trailer for the other one. I don't remember, but the one that looked like Breath of the Wild, I didn't really see the passion in the trailer so much. It felt like they were just doing something that they thought would work. I don't know how to put that into words necessarily, so it might come off very harsh, but I didn't see their love for it. I could be wrong, but to me it kind of seemed that way. This one looks pretty good. The Rudolph trailer! We've already seen that, so I'm not gonna watch it again. But there's a new Rudolph game. Rudolph Redemption Arc. I think we're gonna have to play it getting closer to Christmas. It's not a Parasite Eve game, but it's a throwback, kind of. I still can't believe they made another Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer game in 2025. After the absolute disaster that was the Wii Abomination shovelware game that cost full price and lasted 14 minutes! At least this one looks usable, but like, dang! Dang! I will watch this one because apparently it looks like it's gonna be funny. It's a Pokemon, but it's broken, I think.
Finally gave us shiny Koraidon and Miraidon, and it's been a total disaster.
Oh no.
Instead of just dropping them through a mystery gift or a raid, Pokemon lock these shinies behind physical code cards at certain stores.
So you have to go into a store and get a code for the shiny? I mean, that used to happen with certain ones, but the problem is not everyone has a physical store that they can go to, especially when a lot of physical gaming stores are shutting down or limited to certain countries. This isn't going to encourage anything but scalpers to send, like, everyone in their family to go in and then sell the fucking codes online. Only 50 codes per store? Why are these so exclusive? Are they trying to make it like Shiny's IRL?
Right, it open where there was already a line waiting. And when I got to the desk, they told me they were limiting codes to 1 per person, which is fine, but you need 2 of these codes to get both Koraidon.
No!
They also told me each
so you can only get
codes,
1?
They're not going to be restocking, and this event is supposed to go on for weeks. This has
But they're
created
gonna
a
sell out in
ridiculous
5
situation
minutes!
Where people are selling codes online for stupidly high prices, and many people are just forced to resort to bots to get these Pokemon. Pokemon finally—
Oh my god, that's a disaster. Holy, is that a disaster? Did they not think people would want them? Like, what? Genuinely, what was going through their head when they did this? Especially with a new Pokemon game coming out soon. Like, unless you're literally trying to make it the same exclusivity as in the game, outside the game, there's no point. They're doing these drops. I mean, if they drop more of them, that's one thing. Here's the thing. In theory, having one that's very rare and exclusive to get could be fun. And it's like, wow, amazing, I managed to get one, I feel so cool. But because we have scalpers and people can't have nice things, also some people don't have stores near them, it's no good. If they really wanted to make it exclusive and have less, I feel like some sort of online lottery or something for like a one-time, like not even download code, an in-game lottery or something, where everyone who enters a certain amount of people get it. That would be the most fair, because then no scalpers could take advantage. But, man, such a disaster. They used to drop so many, the GameStop would never run out of them. I'm gonna be honest, I've always been so lazy that I never went in to get any. So I've never experienced anything like that. Also, if you guys haven't seen, Silent Hill F has sold over 1 million copies! It is still peak. It is still peak, and I love it a lot. Fun horror game. I'm also extremely biased because, you know, Fox Mask is hot, but the entire internet's horny for him, so it's fine! It's fine! I'm not weird! Let me see this one. This one looks kind of fun. It's an asymmetrical horror that kind of looks like Obake Dodo. English language is not supported, but depending on how much language you need, that might not really be an issue with this type of game, as long as you can understand the basics of the gameplay. It's called Kakure Oni. So it's like hide and seek with Onis. This is an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game. Deep within pitch black ruins, with only the beam of a flashlight to guide you, the children must play Kakure Oni, a deadly game of hide and seek to bring an end to the ritual of reincarnation. There's no trailer yet, but I guess you have to go in with like all the kids wearing masks. You have to go in and try to like kill the Oni, but I think the Oni is also trying to kill you. I'm curious to see how that one plays out. It looks kind of interesting. It looks more complicated than the typical games in that genre, which is why I'm pretty interested to see how it goes. I still think Obake Dodo is the best one so far, though. Is Obake Dodo 2 out yet? It was originally supposed to come out in summer, but then I don't think it did. For anyone who hasn't seen the Obake Dodo 2 trailer, oh, there's a hands-on footage!
Obake Dodo 2, a Dead by Daylight-like with cute ghosts and human characters.
Thank you, the Famicast!
Switch 2 at the Tokyo Game Show 2025 on the show floor.
Oh, so people were able to test it out!
Early October in Japan. What is this game all about? And more importantly, is it any fun? Let's go ahead and get into it. Danny from the Famicast.
Yeah, let's see some footage of the new one. I've been curious.
Subscribe, all that type of stuff. Sign up in the comments down below, and we may read it out on our bi-weekly show called the Famicast.
I really like it because the art style is so cute.
Over on our website, thefamicast.com. Special thanks to our patrons for their continued support. Today, we're taking a look at Obake Dodo 2 on the Nintendo Switch 2, telling you about the game, how it plays, the experience on the Tokyo Game Show 2025 show floor, and more. As the name suggests, Obake Dodo 2 is a follow-up to Obake Doro, which was released by Freestyle Games on the Nintendo Switch back in 2019. Now, similar to games like Dead by Daylight, the premise here is pretty simple. There are 3 human players and 1 ghost. It's the job of the ghost to catch all the human characters before the time limit runs out. And it's basically, essentially it's a game of hide and seek. Now for Obake Dodo 2, the gameplay conceits hold pretty true to its predecessor, except this time around, online or local play allows for up to 8 players.
Oh, 8! More
also
people!
Brought the game to Tokyo Game Show 2025, and, well, I had a chance to check it out.
I think it'll work
Also,
better
any
with more
gameplay you
people,
see
so
here
that's
is
good.
taken from trailers,
Like hunters
screenshots,
teaming
and
up.
stuff like that. We unfortunately did not have a chance to capture anything on the show floor. Controls in Obake Dodo 2 vary slightly depending on whether or not you're controlling human or ghost. Ghosts can jump with B, they can catch humans with Y, or use X to initiate a super catch.
It's
which
very
can nab
simple.
up multiple humans.
Oh,
Once
that's
caught,
new.
Humans are thrown into a jail that's in the middle of the stage. Now the ghosts also have the ability
So
to
I guess
pass
you
through
shouldn't
walls,
walk
giving
around
them a
with
little
other
bit of an
people then.
advantage here. But even with that said, there is a bit of a cooldown between moves and after catching and killing humans. As a human, you can jump with B, you can crouch with X.
You can jump on
open
each other's
mouth with
heads?
A, and you can also let a blast of light out from your lantern.
We can just
with
make a
Y.
giant
Now,
human
this
stack.
blast is really beneficial
And
as
hope
it
we don't get
stuns
caught.
ghosts, and also can buy you some time to rescue your friends that are stuck in the jail, or you can just use it to blast the ghost and then just run away and hide. The jails here too have 2 locks, so working in tandem to unlock them is paramount. I mean, you might get lucky and be able to do it by yourself too. Crouching too can also help you keep a low profile from that ghost wandering around. Overall, the gameplay here is really smooth and really easy to get into. I think the 3-minute time limit is also a really good thing, as matches won't drag on forever and ever and stuff like that. This also plays well with the Switch 2, or the Switch 1 if we're talking about the original title. For handheld
I don't know if
players,
this one's
well,
going to be
there are
on the
people that
Switch
just
1
wanna
or
kinda
just the
pop in
Switch
and
2
out.
for the new one.
So I think the time limit here is great. Obake Dodo 2 is a pretty cute take on the horror genre from a visual standpoint.
I love
But the
that
human ghost
Hanako-chan
somewhat
is in it.
chilly-eyed, but still full of detail. The game also features surprisingly good lighting here as well. I thought that was pretty impressive. Now, as simple as things may be, I think Obake 2 still looks pretty nice from a visual standpoint overall, especially
The
if you
camera
compare it
angles
to
are
the
a lot
original.
nicer than
Now,
1.
during my time with the demo on the show,
Makes it more
the
complicated.
game also ran at a very consistent frame rate. I think it was around 60. I can't be sure, but yeah, things are really smooth. If you're looking for something similar to Dead by Daylight that's a little bit less complex, Obake 2, or the first title, might be worth looking into. The gameplay loop's pretty fun. I think the game runs well, and you can hop in and out of the game pretty quickly. Another great addition to the game for Obake 2, the full release offers game share to play with friends on both the Switch 2 and Switch 1 locally and online. Seriously, game share is a really cool feature on the Switch 2.
So I can play with
it's
people
awesome.
even if
If
they
your
don't
friends
buy
have the game,
it. I just have to
you can
buy a
play together
copy.
with them. It's
I
really
love
cool.
that.
Anyways, we're keeping an eye on this one.
I was
as we near the-
hoping, because
unfortunately,
it's
right now,
really
the Japan
expensive
only
game. Like, I don't
release
want to make
of
other people
October
pay
9th,
that.
2025. But let's go ahead and turn
I wonder if
things
that
over
means
to
I can
you guys.
game share with you
What do
guys, or
think
if I'd
about
have to add
Obake
your own
2?
Switch.
Did you play the first title? Are you thinking about picking this one up? Sound off in the comments down below. We'd love to hear from you.
Thank
As
you,
always-
the Famicast! But yeah, it's a really cute game, and I'm really happy that it got another one. Is this just local share? I think they said online, unless I was wrong about that. Imagine it's only local, I'll die. Speaking of lie, Broken Lord Don't Die. What a trailer for a name. Let's see. That is one weird combination of visuals and audio. Oh. This is... Whoever made this is not okay. banger. That was disturbing. I didn't like / loved how they were completely covered in eyeballs. Threads of Time I will watch. That's a game I've been interested in.
Welcome to
It's an indie pixel RPG that I've heard of a long time ago but never heard of since, and I've been curious about it.
To begin. What fate awaits your past?
They said they were inspired by Final Fantasy and I think Xenoblade.
And what future will you uncover?
But it's an entirely indie company, and I remember some of their art was really beautiful, so I'm curious what the game looks like now that there's been more progress. Music is really good. The animations are great too. Like, if they're indie, I'm wondering how they got this budget, man. This looks like it could have been made by Square, straight up. Yeah, Chrono Trigger 2. I forgot about that one they mentioned. I hope this does well. Wow. I can't imagine how much this animation would have cost. Holy.
To remake history.
Do we have an estimated release yet? No. It's still a mystery. We don't know when it's coming out. It looks amazing, though! That's one of the ones that's been on my radar, so I'm curious about it. I'm glad we got more footage. Interesting. Now we've got blood refreshed supply. Let's see. I might even, I don't know for sure if I can, but I even wonder if I can put in a second React stream this week just to make sure we have time to get through everything. Oh.
Come out, come
I didn't mean for the game awards to take so long, but I was so thrown out or thrown off from my computer issues. Oh, Sweet Carol, they released the first hour of gameplay. I wonder how long it's gonna be then. I guess it's not gonna be short if they release the first hour. Cause that comes out, that comes out this week! Oh shit, that comes out in a couple days! I haven't decided if I'm gonna stream Sweet Carol or not though yet, but that comes out soon. This actually looks kind of fun. I'm not usually an FPS person, but this one, it kind of almost reminds me of like the original Doom. It's a boomer shooter! It also reminds me of that one Windows screensaver. I found it as a download a while back, and I was like, that's cute, it looks like Doom. And someone was like, what the fuck, that's a real screensaver. And I was like, what? And then I remembered vaguely, I think sometimes if it would be up on Pam Family really old computer, I would just think it was a game and I would stare at it for like hours, not realizing I wasn't controlling it. Oh boy. That's a cool aesthetic. It's interesting. Blood is a classic FPS where you play as a former servant of a demon who betrayed you. Now you're out for revenge. Interesting, so it's a series then, I guess. Mine was. Ooh. Labyrinth. Did the labyrinth just get built, or does it like randomly generate? This is like a roguelike? Oh, you can make the labyrinth! So it's like a maze. Do you play as the demon? Like trying to kill all the travelers? Wait, this looks so good! This looks like chaos! That looks surprisingly fun, actually. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Threads of Time I've been really excited about for a long time, so it was nice getting to see a new trailer. I'm gonna take a break, then we might have another half an hour or so tops. I'm sorry, it's such a tight day today. I have a meeting at 8 p.m. EST. I have to not bail on that. So, yeah. It's an important meeting to hopefully get some stuff working for streams. So I can't be late for that. It wouldn't be fair to the person helping me. So we may have to have a really, really long react next Monday. Or I might try to do some more react along with Genshin midweek. I want to finish Silent Hill F2 though, so I don't know. I have to figure things out. Anyway! I'll be back.
Flip your tongue, split your hairs, and ruffle your flap. Coop-dee-coop will throw you for a loop. Brave a lot of whiskers to find this truth.
Cooply-coop is sly yet sweet. He'll tickle your nose and tickle your feet.
Jolly Kogi's eye for fun is clear. He'll put an arrow straight in your ear.
Pookie plays with fire. Palms are burning on her pyre.
Also, I have a question. As a rabbit, Pippa, do you eat your
Are you
shit?
gonna ask if I eat them?
I need to know.
No.
No?
The answer is no.
How do you get your nutrients then? If you don't digest it without eating your shit, how do you get your nutrients?
Don't worry about it. That's for me
Okay.
to know and you to not know.
If you
okay?
say don't worry about it, I'm gonna assume you do and you're just
No,
embarrassed about
I
it.
do not! I don't do anything weird! Don't give them
It's
ideas!
not weird,
They
it's
already make
natural.
weird fan art!
It's natural!
Oh, God. I just know something cursed is gonna come out of this now.
You're welcome.
No, you're not! Shut up!
I think Anderson's putting the screws to him.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm telling you,
I definitely misread that for a second as I thought Anderson's screwing him, and I was like, what? Kill! 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 Rah! Stop following me! Stop it! Stop following me! Yay! I did murder! Let's go! Also, what is going on in this OST? Oh, I feel so much more alive now with that pipe. I've been waiting my whole life for a weapon. Confidence. What is love? Hey, hey. I don't know. You're not there. I'll give you my love, but you don't care. And what is right and what is wrong? Give me a sign. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Whoa, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, This is easy. This is easy. You just have to use some brain and use some imagination, and you can have a sandwich. Look! Wow! 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 And it's a sandwich, Sandy! It's a Pam sandwich! This is the best day of my life. You just have to be a little creative, and then it's a sandwich still. I love you. 口下手で間に不器用なのにどうしてさよならは言えたのダメだねダメよダメなのよあんたが好きで好きすぎてどれだけ強いを避けても歪まない思い出がバカみたい This is the song you sing when you get rejected by Ishtola. You guys, congratulations. I did Hangman as a trick just to get lots of VTuber noises.
What the fuck? Is this what always happens? You just have idiots just trying to sound out the words, hoping to make the brain connections?
No, I've never done Hangman before. You're the first idiot I've tested it with, actually.
Okay, buddy! Alright!
You're welcome! Thank you!
Shut up! Never gained anything from you again.
Yeah! That's so close! That's so close! Look at us! That's close! It's really close! It's really, really close! This is amazing! This is amazing! I can't believe we have so many in a line where it's almost the same timing. This is majestic. It's absolutely majestic. Like, you could go from any angle and it's just like... I like na 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 na. Okay.
Brimming with passion and adventure.
We've got a problem.
Oh no, is it your seasoning?
What is it? I burned all the nutrients. That stuff wasn't cheap.
Wait, that's actually even better. I'm a bit of a weirdo though. I really like burnt food. There's something about like burnt flavor that is the best seasoning, unless it's like charcoal level burnt. But if it's like still soft and yummy on the inside but burnt on the outside, hell yeah!
If you're
I think we actually have a chance, guys. I do think we actually I have a chance. That should take care of it, and then I don't even have to fight them. Or no, it didn't. I forgot. Shit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this isn't going nearly as bad as I feared. I even can revolve Small White, I think, if she dies. She's an attacker, I think. Or she, no, maybe she's a... Oh. No! My battery! We're back early! Let's go! Let's go! Okay. Let's see how many trailers we can speed through before I have to do my obligation, yeah? Let's see! Oh, Billy Blessed Up! I know this one has a lot of good songs and stuff. It's been in the works for a really long time. Let's see. Oh, it has a new song!
In greatness, love, and glory, I know that you're eager to learn and to grow. But before we start, there are things you must know.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here we go! First
Wow.
thing is you'll need to master defense. That umbrella you have, that makes the most sense.
The mixing in this song seems very spatial.
But you must time it right, because it won't hold for long. Use it wisely, time each attack. You should just have enough to
Unless
keep
I'm
them
losing
all
my
back.
mind. This kind of sounds like you can hear where the characters are standing in the
That
scene.
was a great start. You're learning defense, but there are situations far more intense. I will show you a trick, but use it.
I'm excited for this game because the game is a musical. Like, you'll have games with songs, but having a full musical is so rare.
Be confounded if they overcome you attacking en masse. Take them all out with one big final blast.
Like, literally, boss fights with theme songs. Yeah, it's a musical! Like, if a Broadway musical was a video game.
Trick was the way that we beat it. We saw that the dragon really loved music. Its attacks were in time, and we knew we could use it. The
These
fire
fights
we
look
shot
fun.
Was a musical rhythm. It could be defeated if you counted with them. Remarkable, Billy! You did it! You really did it!
You can wish list! I don't know when it's coming out, though. I think it's coming out in, like, a very long time. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm excited to see what happens to it. It's been in the works for a very, very long time. I think. We'll have to see where it goes. Hold on a sec. Your release date a long time. I don't know if we have any estimates yet. It's been in the works longer than I can remember. I think it was first announced before I started VTubing. Like, genuinely. When we say it's been in the works for a long time, we mean it. Also, did my mouse just die? Oh, God. Give me a sec. I may have to go get a battery. Me. This is awkward. Oh, yeah. My mouse died. Give me a moment.
Sloppy.
Okay, I think it's working. Yeah, it works now. Okay, that was really bad. Like, I didn't know if I could find a battery, but luckily we're okay. I'm gonna scream over the ASMR because we're low on time. Anyway, I'll tell you guys a story that happened yesterday. A real true story. So, I'll wait for this to end. I can't do it yet. Okay. Let me... I'm sorry. I just... Fucking clickbait, man. Clickbait! VTuber clickbait by other people using misleading thumbnails and titles to misrepresent someone. I'm not going to say who it is or what it is because I'm not giving it any attention on my feed. But there's one that's just so misleading right now and it's pissing me off. It's not fair. It's completely lying and it's going to make people freak out and I hate it. Anyway, my battery story. Okay. You guys are going to be a little terrified about this, but okay. I was decluttering yesterday, right? When I was decluttering, I was going through a bag of old kitchen appliances. In that, one of the things that I had was a handheld electric milk frother that I haven't used in like 5+ years. And I was like, oh wow, maybe I should check if it still works. And then I noticed the handle was really sticky. And I was like, ew, why does it feel like there's syrup all over it or something? When I smell it, it smells kind of weird. It doesn't smell like syrup or anything. I contemplate licking it, but decide it's probably too gross. So then, I can't figure out what's going on. And then I notice that the backing is popping a little bit. So I open it up. It was battery acid. Yeah, so I was just standing there with battery acid all over my hands. Not realizing, because I thought it was like honey or syrup or something. But no, it was an exploded battery that had apparently just been there leaking for years. And I almost licked it. Anyway, long story short, I'm alive. But my whiskey's not. I have it in a bag right now. I forgot today. Tomorrow I need to call like a hazardous waste place and be like, what do I do with this? Because I don't know. So yeah, long story short, don't forget about a small appliance with a battery in it for many years. Yeah. For your own safety, I'll have to advise that you don't do that. Anyway, my hands aren't injured. I washed off the battery acid. Good as new! What is this? To distract you from my failures. Task time! Ooh, I like the BGM. Random task. Throw a chair through a hoop as many times as possible. 500,000 combinations of random tasks? Is it just speedrunning how fast you can do tasks and then ruining people's tasks? Wait, this looks amazing. No microtransactions! We love it! Yeah, the music is so peak. It's like that one song in so many cartoons when weird shit's happening. I played with 8 people. That leaf was wild. Task time. That looks like a really fun collab game. So the playtest is on Steam, but the game isn't actually out. Interesting. That looks really fun to do for a collab. Part of me wants to try to figure that out because I feel like it would actually be such a good time. But again, it's a matter of finding the right people, and I'm shy. I'm shy. I don't actually know what this is. It's 2 minutes. What? What the fuck? I don't think I noticed in the other image that she was pregnant! What am I watching? Why are they all pregnant?
この子には指一本
What the fuck is this game?
私も母性に目覚めたっぽい
Why does this exist?
よらば切りますちょっと張ってきたかも
It's a hentai series. That would make a lot of sense right now. Right now, just the chibi art style and the combat just makes it look like Adventure Quest if it was porn.
近づかれぬように
I'm in shock that this is not a bad internet advertisement for a fake game. I'm in genuine shock that this is real.
親方様こちらとこちらの書類目を通しておいてください
Why? The original game had hardcore hentai? Jesus Christ! Who plays this? Apparently some people. No shame if that's what you're into. I don't think that's quite what I'm into though, but have fun with your fun, I guess. What did I just watch? We've already seen the Motor Slice trailer, I think, so I'll skip that one. Let's see. Tanukipon Summer. I think we saw a trailer of that. I might be wrong. It looks kind of cute, so just in case, we'll check it out. It's only 1 minute. I think I saw a very early trailer of this. I don't know if this might be a new one, but it looked really cute. Yeah, the BMX Tanuki Delivery Master! This is a new video. It almost reminded me of the art from like Sushi Ben. Yeah, this is the eye bleach. Cute Tanuki game. Luckily not accurate Tanuki. This looks nice and cozy. It has fishing, I'm doomed. So cute! I think that would be a really fun one to just sit down and play. The demo's out now too if anyone wants to try it. Kaiju cleanup. Did we see Kaiju cleanup? It sounds but doesn't look familiar. We might have seen something with a similar concept.
Breaking news from Info Blast. A kaiju attack has left employers bereft of 42 staff today. Great news for those who bet on the 40 to 50
TV's in its
casualties
mouth.
bracket. A local cleanup crew is on site, and with the usual lasers and claws of
This is
their
definitely
trade,
nothing I've
they'll
seen
rip
before.
and tear the beast apart until the job is done. However, we journalists must ask the important questions. Should we trust independent cleanup crews to handle these disasters? Is it safe? Can we rely on them? Are they even human beings? And would we not feel safer with a more trusted corporation? Such
This
as
is
the
a
one that so
melt down the
generously
flesh,
funds
sell it
this
as meat.
broadcast. Stay tuned to Info Blast. Scientifically proven to
Oh, they
contain
made
the
a
most
cube.
truth per word of any news. Sponsored by video games. Wishlist this one immediately.
That looks chaotic. I can't tell if it looks like one I would enjoy or one that I probably would rather watch other people collab. Looks interesting though. I feel like if you're a kaiju person, this is probably pretty solid. What is this? Ray, Kingdom of Distant Shores.
We bring word from the outer regions. Our scouts have returned.
This is definitely a furry game.
Developments.
Which, I mean, it doesn't mean it's bad. I slept on Fuga and regret it,
ready for
so...
a new beginning. What shall we do?
Maybe it's good.
Sow these lands before anyone else. Reap the fruit of new generations and will last forever.
I still can't believe I didn't play Fuga specifically because I was like, I don't want to play the like furry game. And then it actually was like so good.
We should have more on us.
So much trauma in one game.
Are ye foxes or are ye chickens? Did you forget we're not alone in this land?
Kind of goes hard with the
What if
acting.
Some other bloke takes it for we do. Strike 'em first and it'll hurt twice as much. We raise our standards.
So it's not a comfy game. I thought in the beginning it looked comfy, but maybe I was wrong.
We must strive for peace.
Have I ever played any of the Fuga games? That's what I was just saying. I slept on Fuga and I regretted it. I played the demo.
Silence! This is no time for haste. The path we choose shall forge this kingdom's destiny.
What is it with the furry games? Like, having the happy-go-lucky surface and then being all about trauma? What the heck? Oh, it has a morbid metal.
Welcome, child.
Oh, the sound is interesting.
Forget the lies she filled your mind with. Slaughter your enemies and prove your worth to me.
Are these androids? Because they made them kind of hot. Combat here looks pretty fun. Looks challenging. Oh god, that one looks terrifying. It must be a roguelite then, not a roguelike, because it's like kind of implying you have to die. And then as you die, you get better. I guess they're open for the playtest now. If anyone wants to give it a try, make sure to go look it up and see if it's still open. Where's Oku's story? Interesting, like 3D ink painting style. I'm not gonna lie, the lack of faces is kind of freaking me out. At least the cat has a face. You can tell the faces are modeled, just not textured, and that's unsettling. So you have to get the poetry right. Interesting. It seems like it's kind of poetry puzzles. Another one that can be wish listed. Yeah, kind of an Okami vibe, almost. Turnbound. I misread this as turnabout, and I was like, Ace Attorney? But of course, it wouldn't be Ace Attorney. Turnbound. Cursed board game. So you're playing other players? Online? Oh god, it's inventory management. My nightmare! So you have to figure out the best combination you can do and then fight the other person with it? How does this work? My brain is trying to comprehend this. That looks interesting. I feel like I'd have to play the demo to see how I feel about that one because it looks really unique. It's kind of hard to it's hard to really tell what the gameplay would feel like because it's so different. I'm curious about that one, genuinely. It looks interesting. It's another one where if there's more time, I'd like to play the demo. Join us.
You know, intelligent human beings should realize that everything has their season. Planet Earth is about to be recycled.
Uh-oh.
Your only chance to survive is to join us.
I have a bad feeling about where this is going. The safety areas never remain safe for long in this type of thing. Yeah, it's definitely a cult. This looks like if you take Cult of the Lamb, yeah, what Brandon said, and smash it with GTA. The music is... This is really weird. Oh my goodness. Is that Cthulhu? That looks fun. That 2026, I feel like that could be a fun one to play on stream personally. Like the type of game that works really well when you're streaming. Looks absolute chaos. Oh, I don't like the next trailer. Huntsman. Oh boy. Oh, yay! Giant spiders on the loose, yay! In a game, it doesn't bother me so much, but just imagining that's real, that bothers me. Ah! Oh, no! The demo comes out October 13th. Oh, God. No, 0 out of 10. Game of the never. Game of the never. Oh. Let's see Timo. This looks cute. Let's look at this one. This looks cute. Let's watch this one.
What?
Aww. I like the voice a lot for this character.
Have you even read the Scout Handbook?
This looks chaotic.
You've got a magnificent mustache, sir. You look cold, mister. Want me to get a fire going?
She was a war criminal. It's cute. A cute war criminal. A random sudden Japanese.
I'm a Vandal Scout, sir, but okay.
He looks fun to play as.
Let's see. Found it. No wonder you don't have any badges.
He's so cute!
Cute little talking squirrel. Ma'am, I'll have you know I'm a junior first-class Vandal Scout. I brought my victory bugle. And I plan on playing it. New recruits.
Honestly, his gameplay looks really fun. I like all the spawning mushrooms. I don't know anything about the game or the character, other than I know it's a fighting game. And the gameplay for him looks really unique, so I kind of like that.
Ma'am, it's against the code to keep giant sea monsters as pets.
I love how he's so serious about everything, too. Just like saying the most absurd things in his very matter-of-fact, like this is common sense tone.
Hey, we earned the losing badge.
animations, which should be an immediate red flag, but this actually looks really good, okay? It looks like a fun fighting game. I like it. I will probably skip the Kondo Isami animation, just if it's not a new thing anyway. I just got to, like, this week's stuff. Which is why we could probably use the second one to catch up after TGS. Let's see. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. This sounds terrible.
Wish I were in a Creatures and Chasms world. Playing the game for real. Roll 'em, Cosmo!
Yeah, this looks terrible. It has positive reviews, but that means positive, not mostly positive. So, totally not a cash grab. No, this is bringing back shovelware.
We can do this the easy way.
I
or
love
the hard
shovelware.
shell way. But you're giving us
Despisable
that double
shovelware
power.
gives me so much will to live. At least this one has voices for the characters.
It's
I'll
the
give
end
it
of the
that.
line for you.
The chibis remind me of Teen Titans Go, though. So it's like Nickelodeon, but Teen Titans Go-ified. Do the kids even know who half these characters are? Do they know any of these characters? Who is this even for? It would have done better as a mobile slop game. That exists. That is coming up. Oh wow! Nukitashi, speaking of, it's getting more DLC! For anyone unfamiliar, it should be safe to show the Steam page, because this is the all-age version, which apparently without the patch is almost no content at all. It mixed. Interesting. The DLC got mixed reviews. Considering the game had such high reviews, that's a surprise. I guess people really don't like the new DLC. I don't know why, but, I guess there's something went wrong somewhere. Let's see if I can find one of them. Oh, there's only one actual bad review. And it just says, they couldn't click new game section. They clicked and, like, nothing happened and stuff went weird. I'm not seeing any actual bad reviews. I don't know why people are giving it thumbs down, because they're not elaborating. So I literally don't know why. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes without the patch. Many hours with the patch. Crazy. Okay. So Biohazard Ritsu arcade game. Resident Evil 2 arcade game? Wait, that could be a great one to play. If I do start a Resident Evil game. If there's a new one coming out, that's like an old one? Because I think you guys said 2 is one of the approachable ones for newcomers. Oh god, it's an actual arcade machine! That's so cool! Imagine getting to play in this! That would be amazing! And style of House of the Dead. I wonder if they make it like one that you can play at home. Actually, I wonder if I can genuinely find a way to set up my duck hunt gun so I can play FPS games, but with a duck hunt gun. If I can actually aim a gun, I might have fun with them. I might suddenly become a shooter gamer. I might enjoy. What is Goo Gunners? It says free. Free is always good. We might be able to watch one more after this, and then I'm gonna have to raid. Arcades are dead? Arcades aren't dead. They've been coming back in a lot of places. They're just coming back differently. Like, a lot of them focus on VR and stuff like that. But you have, like, a lot of arcades. Yeah, they're just different. really big cities, though. Yeah, Round 1 is like an easy example. Do they have the Resident Evil one, C14? That'd be cool. What is this? It's an RNG-based arcade turret defense system about shooting asteroids, getting upgrades, and beating your high score. It looks like a good game to like turn off your brain and just play some games. Yeah, a lot of arcades are also bars now. Instead of snacks for the kids or whatever, or like at movie theaters, a lot of arcades have alcohol, especially the retro ones. Because most of the audience is drinking age. I personally wish they didn't have them at bars because like I don't like being around alcohol so much. But I like arcades! I just don't want drunk people. That looks chill. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have time for one more. Not a bad one to watch. And then we'll pin the one below it. How many are left? I'm just gonna see after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A lot of them are horror too. We can maybe do a horror game react midweek. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Catexis gets another trailer! Let's go! 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30. What? I think that's... I gotta remove that. I'm sorry. Hold on. 1 second. Okay, there's quite a bit, so I'll see if I can maybe do another react midweek, okay? For now, let me scroll back up to where I was. I think one more this week, and we can catch up pretty good. Maybe there's like a good spot to end for this week, and then we can... I guess if Mondays is kind of short, if we don't have a lot of stuff, we can just watch more demos. What I'll try to do maybe is if we can get up to the Stray Children later on in the week, or get up to the Junji Ito game, and then everything else is probably for the week after. I'm trying to get back up to... Oh, there we go. That's where I was. Hold on, I'll pin the next one. Oh, I already pinned it. Okay, one more trailer! And then I have to speed raid because I have a voice call in 4 minutes. Okay! Marissa, return the book! It's a Toho fan game! I love Toho fandom. One of the best fandoms out there, and scariest, depending. But they make a lot of good stuff. This looks really fun! Majo Gami Jamo, there's no time today. That's why I said I might do another react stream later in the week. It's impossible to play it today. I think we could have done it if I had not lost the time that I lost. We could have still done the demo. The Chima stream still says it's starting in 3 minutes. Oh god, I'm sorry, I'll fix that after. Be careful. Thanks for telling me. I'm sorry this Monday has been so scuffed, you guys. Oh, this looks like really fun. The house is wild. The fact that this is a fan game is crazy. So much love was clearly put into it. Taking back all the books Marissa has borrowed. Are they the precious things, I wonder? Oh my god. More and more books! Holy the books! Oh my god. I feel like this would actually be so fun to play. was official. If I didn't know any better. I would have never thought this was a fan game. I got nuked! That looks so good! That was cute! Okay, I'm gonna see if I can fit another React day midweek. We can maybe do reacting to all the horror trailers and stuff, and then we can do the Majogami demo, and if there's time, some other horror demos. I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday maybe. I'll probably use Genshin for the like earlier in the day stream, or I might switch the order depending. But for now, I'll hold on, my call's in 1 minute. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute. I'll find someone to raid on Twitch. On YouTube, we'll raid my waiting room. Okay, bye! I'll see you guys soon. I'm playing Digimon in like an hour. YouTube, yes. Okay, bye, bye. Aww. Okay, give me a sec. I'll find someone to speed raid on Twitch. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know why that's stuck in my head now. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? This sounds like chaos. I'll send you guys here. I'm gonna send you guys to this channel, which this is a stream title. I'm gonna send you guys to Chrysalia Scylla, who's doing a stream, and it says "Judging Your Freaky Time Music." Yeah. Have fun.